like we picked like an order, or so we did like a Secret Santa or something, and we made characters for another person in the party.
That would be so cool,
That'd be fun.
actually.
I think that'd be funny.
Yeah, like you make characters for other people. Oh, that would be fun. Let's do that at some point.
We just like bully them. It's like, no, you're playing the tank. That's all you get.
Everybody ends. No one knows what anyone else is making, so we're all like tanks or something. Or,
You're all
That would-
halflings.
That would create an interesting party.
We're like all melee, but we like can't fit. How'd I get in there? I'm just gonna throw my axe.
or if there's like 5 enemies or something, we like
Sorry,
all.
Fireball.
I
Well,
just
I was
opened
imagining-
the stream and it's like Rip Vala.
Give me just a second to swap back to the starting screen. I was not.
Oh, I see you got your Just- All right. Who wants to give us the
I've been told
flashback,
OBS
not
will
flashback.
continue to work even if it's minimized. So
Yeah, looks to be working pretty good. Who wants to give us the recap?
Took notes last time, so I guess.
An example to us all.
It was just that one time
Wink.
though. So, actually, now, okay. So we went into this room and we find a crate of candles. Keelik summons his mage hand, but it's like rotted. And then Yor tries to find a secret passageway via iron candelabras, but no luck. And so we decided, let's try to light all the candles and see if that does anything. And then Slaya finds a chest and then stabs it, but nothing happens. And then Maeve opens the wardrobe and finds these culty looking robes and decides, why don't we just wear them all so we are disguised? But I think Salaya or Keelix opens the chest and we find some fabric, bottles with liquid in them, lanterns, and underneath is a book. And I think that book had spells in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. And then, but something happens and we go into a battle sequence and Vala and Yor are poisoned. And then so a lot of things happened in that battle. Like, for example, the bed was lit on fire
That's
by
right.
Keelix.
What? I think that
Wait. Yeah,
he
but
knows what
we
happened.
made it. Yeah, and then in the chest there were 4 potions of healing, a bottle of liquid, which turned out to be alchemist fire, a bullseye lantern, a thieves kit, and a spell book, and a cloak of protection. But then after that room, we went into a cave situation. It was like a cavern filled with water. And then there are these cult voices that said, one must die. And so Valiant Vala, the paladin, decides to sacrifice herself. But Keelix, being the good friend, decides to save Vala once. But then Vala's like, no, I must kill myself again. And so Vala kills herself again. And even though she died, nothing happened. The monster was still attacking, but the cult shades disappeared. But after the battle, we made it out of the house and we laid Vala to rest.
You haven't yet. You still have her body.
Oh, we still have her body.
Like you
But
guys
we
are
are
Battery
still exiting
20%.
the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
You lay her to
That's what
rest.
happened last time, I think.
All right. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. So it is very cold, very rainy, but you can see that the fog that had been so thick outside the house has dissipated a little. And the children had been hiding in kind of like where the door things are. And instead of that, all you see is the pile of shit that was once glowing, but is no longer. And there's like a rat like sniffing at it, and they kind of scurry as you all approach. So you have a body. You're on some cobblestone steps outside the house. And you kind of have this moment of, well, what can we do with her body? Like, what do we do? And as this is happening, you hear kind of like metal against stone. It's really kind of like disconcerting. And then you kind of glance up to the northern part of the road, and coming down the path, like coming out of the fog, is this figure carrying something heavy behind them.
That's ominous. Guys.
And you can tell the sound is emanating from that.
Huh.
I think another thing's gonna try and kill us.
Bog lady, do you want to
Oh,
stuff
God.
Vala in your bag of holding, or do you want to like quickly put her aside? Like, what do you want to do? Because I
Oh
can't.
yeah,
I can't carry her.
yeah, still on Keelix's
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, Vala deserves a proper burial. So until then, let's put her in the bag of holding.
All right, that sounds good. Let's do it. I'm
Oh,
gonna just
Maeve just opens the
unceremoniously
bag
stuff
real
her into the
wide.
bag.
We're gonna forget. We're gonna forget, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
Oh wait,
Oh
actually,
God,
I won't forget.
I
It's
hope
kind
you
of like a
forget.
form of burial.
I won't forget.
All right, the figure is still approaching and getting closer.
uh, should we hide?
Is it only
I'm
one
gonna hide.
person?
I vote to hide.
It's only
gonna hide.
one that you can see.
I'd like to step
Oh.
into the alleyway with where the children were hiding.
Okay.
Just one. We
Um,
could take them.
Yeah, I would like to make a perception check to see if anyone else is with them or something. Or
Okay.
her. Or it.
It.
They.
You can't tell, it's too foggy. They're slowly approaching you. Give me a perception check.
I perceive with my perceiving eyes.
Ooh.
A lot. Despite the very
I
thick
want height,
fog,
weight, eye color. Hair.
you do in fact see that it's only one person. And Jonathan, if you want to describe what they see.
Why would Jonathan know what this person looks like?
Because I am Strahd. I'm not. Plot twist. Da, da, da. You see someone about 6 foot, shaved head, like a Riker beard, Star Trek. They're carrying, like, they have studded leather,
Number one. Sorry.
and they're dragging a saddle with them, like along the ground. I guess is it cobblestone or is it like dirt?
It's cobblestone.
Cobblestone, yeah. It's like you hear like the leather and like the metal stirrups and whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
The material dragging that along with them. And the thing that stands out as the figure approaches is that they have a lot of like their fingers and their hands are wrapped and bandaged, and then part of like their beard is also made from like slashes on their. But yeah, if you got a 20,
Yeah, they
how,
noticed a lot. Nat 20.
okay, everything you get everything. A bit more of a wiry build. It's like thinner than healthy, I guess, than athletic. And the striking thing is like they have amber eyes with gold flecks, like one. Yeah, amber eyes with gold flecks, and the skin is almost like has a hue about it, a little bit brighter. I guess I don't know how to describe that.
Forget perception. Your vision's amazing. Your
He's just like, let's go, who that? Yeah. So bald head,
Well,
beard, and or like a trimmed
so
beard, and
I
yeah,
say
so-
all of that and relay it to the party.
got,
Kidding.
got brown eyes. Go and flex.
You said
His
gold.
complexion is magnificent, whoever he is. Like,
Do I need glasses?
can you not see him? He's radiant.
Door, does he seem like a local? Like, I don't. This place is insane. I don't want to start helping people again.
I think he's the first person we've met here who brushes his teeth every day. So I don't.
You can see his teeth?
It's his aura. I don't know.
It's a teeth brushing aura.
What's a
Yeah,
toothbrush?
Kind of people. I can tell he has a toothbrush +1 on his person somewhere.
Lights up.
I don't know. Anyway, I'll cry out. Hello? Hi? Who goes there?
Be fender foe. No, yeah, approaching them.
Basically.
The scarred figure waves just. Howdy, my name is Dozer. Jingleberry
Magic
Dairy
missile.
Tingle. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Fellow travelers, I am looking for 3 things if you can help me out if you don't mind. 1, I'm missing my chestnut horse Pillow. 2, I'm missing a dwarf bounty. And 3, that dwarf bounty's name are the Barrel Brow Brothers. But don't be fooled because they are not brothers, they are actually twin sisters with beards. And I am here on the hunt, but I appear lost my horse, my bounty, and my patience.
Don't you dare invite this nutcase to our group.
I kind of
Well-
like keep a hand on my sword still, just kind of like not dealing with this.
And
we
then on
haven't-
on his person, on Dozer, yeah,
Mhm.
Dozer, on Dozer's person, there are no weapons. There's like just like his like adventurer's pack and carrying the saddle, but otherwise, not a whole lot. Like nothing offensive on it.
The saddle is his weapon.
What
Wow.
just I guess if we want to know also, if you want me to let the stream know, what kind of fighter do you look like? Like what kind of, you look like a caster, a martial,
Yeah,
Or just keep it question marks.
and keep it.
It's
Y'all making my job
marks.
so difficult.
Those are mystery.
But it looks like he's like scraped up for sure.
Well, unfortunately, we've been kind of busy. We haven't seen any dwarves.
Bearded dwarves, sisters.
Yeah, they're probably not here or dead. I don't know. I just assume. And your horse. You're. Where are you from?
I'm from Waterdeep.
Oh,
Yeah, that's that
we're
accent.
not in Waterdeep anymore.
Yeah, do
That's
you know where
Canada.
you are?
Not quite. I was taking a leak and my horse got spooked by a sound and ran off down the road and came this way, but otherwise, no. It's a crazy fowl came about me.
Yeah.
About me. And I was looking for them dwarves. The dwarves ran in here too. I
Oh,
wasn't sure.
well, maybe they're here too then. But we got hit by the fog too, and
Did it punch you?
well, no, I don't think so.
You look healthy. You look robust, if I may.
Thanks. Actually,
You're welcome.
I actually feel very ill. But
You good, buddy? You all right?
no, it's a condition I have. My mother told me I was a hypochondriac, but I don't know. I think she's wrong. But I think it's depression. But anyway, yeah, I don't think because we're from the area that where Waterdeep is too. You know what I mean? The Fair Rune or whatever. I don't know.
Faerun.
But
Do you
The
have a
Sword
concussion,
Coast.
sir?
the Sword Coast. But I don't think we're there anymore. Like we're far from there. Like the other side of the fog is like not there.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
We're like probably
So what?
super far from your horse now.
It is a quite a fast horse. I do appreciate its speed and agility. What is your name, fine sir?
My name is Yor.
My what?
My name is Yor.
Oh, oh, Yor. That's a foreign name. That's like a Baldur's Gate name. I appreciate that. Strong name.
Thank you.
And you, ladies and
Dozer.
fine gentlemen, other gentlemen,
Who's the fine gentleman?
yes.
He was-
We're delving into childishness.
Okay, so it's raining, it's wet, you have Vala's body in your bag of holding.
Oh, yeah. You should probably stay with us because this place is very dangerous.
Well,
You hear that? That's dangerous.
I'm good enough fighting. I'm good enough scrap. No problem.
Oh, okay.
Just don't
well,
stab me in the back.
Oh.
We haven't had to do that yet to anybody.
Okay, because I'm broke. I have no money, and I'm broke.
Okay.
Okay, so there are houses around you. There's the path from the north that Dozer came from, and there's the path that you took to come to the house. So you're still currently in front of the house. Which direction?
That's what.
Hmm?
Oh, that's what the blue is.
Yeah, the blue is the
We all
path
came
you've
from the
already
same
taken.
way. Okay.
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 Where would you like to go?
Were we gonna explore the house more or no?
I vote we move on. Like we've already spent like however long on the house. I would be I would be okay with running back into it. I'd also be okay with just taking that L and moving on.
I'm cool with moving on personally too.
Okay. Then let's
I'd
move
like to
on.
enter the house. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, fun house right there.
I'm looking for a bathroom.
The world is your
I,
bathroom.
Is there another building that looks open around us that we could take shelter in? Or-
Around you, not the buildings around you seem to all have like boarded up windows, and Yor had knocked on them before trying to find help for the children, and even the ones that had people did not respond to you knocking on the doors. And throughout, like, even where you're at, like, sometimes you can hear just this, like, wailing as if it's from a distance, but you just hear this mournful wailing all throughout, but nothing within your field of vision.
What's behind the house that we just were
The
in?
forest you came from.
Okay. How do you guys feel about just taking shelter in the house for a second and dumping Vala's body in the field?
Well,
I mean, I say in the field, but like let's bury her and give her a nice funeral. Or do you think she'd
I
want
think
to be?
I think we probably want to get out of this area somewhere safer as soon as we can. I don't know. This place is kind of creepy.
I mean, I'm cool with that. Whatever. It's not my bag of holding. She's stinking up.
If it helps, I think the
Yeah,
bag of holding's a vacuum, so I don't think it's anything would be rotting slowly.
Yeah, I think, but the sooner we bury her, the sooner she can lay at peace.
So Maeve and Maeve with your experience with bodies, and Yor with your arcane knowledge, you do know that even though it's a vacuum, time still passes, and the body would continue to decay.
Oh,
I'm just
let's
thinking.
find
whether
a.
And Dozer not wanting to rock the boat. He's ignoring the whole like we have a dead body in a bag kind of thing.
Just like,
we just lost a friend.
I'm just a guest here.
Oh, we didn't lose her. She's in the bag.
Well, I mean, like,
I'm glad you found her.
yeah, that's true. Sorry, that was something to say. One of our friends died. Actually committed suicide, but you know.
My condolences.
okay, where you guys go? What are you guys doing? You going back
Alright.
inside the
Oh,
house?
Dozer. Dozer, you seem like an honest fellow, and you seem to know exactly what's going on around you.
What was that?
Where exactly did you where exactly did you come from? Or in this town? What path did you take, and did you see anything interesting on your way in?
Well, I've been traveling on the road for about 4 hours, 5 hours. Then the fog hit, but I do not know my location at the current moment. The particulars, if you will. I'm about as lost as you are.
where were you planning to go? What was your final destination?
The Barrel Brow brothers. We're sisters. I'll just get my bounty
Yes.
hanging back. I mean, yes. Yeah, it's quiet. We can be frank. We can be frank. It's okay.
Oh shoot! Did you hear me? I'm sorry. I was talking to me, my constituents.
I don't appreciate that.
Why? Are we all just gonna slowly turn into
All
Huey
out.
Long? Like, what's happening?
I'm communicating with a man.
Yeah,
I think
Dozer has no idea about anything
we should
around here.
go forward, and I think burying Vala will take time, or cremating her will take time, whatever we do. So I think we should go somewhere else, and once we know that we're safe, and do it there.
I agree.
Should we follow the trail that Dozer went in? Because if Dozer came in, maybe there's a way out.
It would be the same ways that you guys, like we all entered at the start of the session, the start of the campaign.
Oh, is that
The
what's
same,
happened?
the same route,
Okay.
and then got stuck in. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
I thought we
go-
were like convened at two different points. Okay, my bad.
Let's go the other way, the road that we have not taken yet. That's what I think.
Can I roll a perception
I
check
agree.
to see if there's anything that'll give us a clue as to like which direction to go?
Mhm.
Any smoke? Any?
Tracks.
Give me a perception check.
I will give you one.
Also, keep in mind you guys haven't rested.
Oh,
We can do a long rest while we figure out what to do.
Long rest is 8 hours.
We could do a short rest if we want to, if anyone needs to.
I mean, we
My
We
bones are aching.
could theoretically hunker down and rest. Like, if we wanted to just like build ourselves into somewhere, and then just like
but
With the
This-
fog clearing a little bit, it's still like pretty low, so it kind of covers like the roofs. So you can't
Well-
really see any like smoke or anything. Yeah, you can't see a lot.
this place,
Blame my glasses and standing out in the rain for that.
Yeah.
just like wiping them on your shirt or whatever.
I can't see shit.
I mean, we could also just take a short rest if that's okay. I'm fine with a short rest. I'm thinking about you guys.
I don't want to stay here much longer. Like short rest I guess is fine, but a long rest, like this town's really creepy
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so where are you going? You going through alleyways? Are you going north, south?
Why don't we try to get to the center?
Center of town?
Just because I want to see what else is here. Like,
Okay.
if the center of town might have a way out, or people.
Like alleyways, so people stop asking us for help.
Pointed look to Dozer.
So you're going through the
Just wanted
alleyways.
information.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's go through
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
alleyways to the center of town.
We're gonna get jumped.
Part of town.
Which way?
Center of
Mm,
town?
left.
Left?
They're both left. Are you going
Oh,
left?
up or down?
Northwest.
All the lefts.
Northwest?
Way.
Down west?
Down west.
Down west.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue down.
Sure.
Watch out for
Well,
the
we
tall
Is there
grass.
anything going to...
traversed a lot of area.
As
well,
you continue, the wailing does get louder, but you can also see kind of behind the houses, there's some light coming from a different direction from the wailing. So
Wait.
one direction you have the wailing happening, and then one direction you have like a little bit of light behind the houses.
All right, folks, wailing or light, what do we feel like?
Light.
I think
Who
we should
chose to pick
light.
wheeling?
Okay. So you head towards the light and you come to this large building. And then the light like falls into the main square, which you can see in front of the building. The brightness of the light, it's like a beacon in the heavy fog and the rain and just cold. And it itself looks like hope. Above the doorway, there is a sign that is a bit askew, and it almost looks like it's about to fall off. Like it's just hanging on.
Watch your head.
But on it, it does label itself the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Seems legit.
I mean, it's a tavern.
As long as it doesn't say Death Tavern or something on it. Like,
Could probably use a few names.
Death Tavern. Everything here is named Death something. You catch on pretty quick.
Okay.
Death milk.
Alright, you guys want to go in the tavern?
I want to
Yes.
perception check to see if it's occupado. If there's people in there or not.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Giving it to you right now. Nope. Yep. What do I see with my 12?
It looks warm inside. But you
Good
do
enough for me.
notice the blood on the vine used to say blood of the vine, and someone's like taken like a knife or something, like scratched out the F and made an N.
wow.
How
graffiti.
edgy. This
This
place
is
is
a rough
safe.
part of town.
Nah, this is safe. This is just like, who does that? You got
Well,
nothing to do in this town. That's why you do that.
Okay.
I think I could use a drink, personally.
Alright.
Go
Pour
ahead.
one out for Paula.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
but
lead
yeah.
the entourage into the tavern. I think it's safe and warm.
Alright. You enter in, and it is significantly warmer. It's a large, like, downstairs area with quite a few tables. You can tell that it used to be really grand, but throughout the years, it's not so upscale anymore. There is a blazing fire in the hearth, and it gives that nice, comforting smell of like burning wood, like that very familiar tavern smell. And it is warm, and like the ache in your bones like already starts to just kind of ease up after being in the rain and the going through everything you did at the house and the loss of your friend. Like this little bit of warmth is so necessary to you. And then there are a few people within, most of them pretty close to the fire, but there's the innkeeper or the barkeep, where they look very familiar. The people that you had encountered outside of Daggerford were very similar outfits. He himself is not familiar, but he wears a similar outfit and clothing to those people, as well as there's 3 others sitting at a table that wear similar outfits, and then there's a young man sitting by himself, and he is very classically handsome. He has light hair, very fair skin, strong nose and jaw. And he's just like, he looks kind of just like a little disheartened, and he's just like sipping his wine. Okay.
When I see him, I'm gonna roll my eyes and snort, stupid pretty boy.
You fucking incel.
What's he gotta be sad about?
Is it bad that's like my real life reaction?
No.
I like to go straight to the bar and order a pint.
Okay. You go to the bar. You take a few feet within, and like the door is now like it creaks open and shuts behind you all, making a pretty decent noise. And your heavy footfalls, and then carrying the saddle behind you, scraping against the wood now. The young man seems to kind of like jolt out of himself whatever deep thoughts he was in, and he looks at you all, sees just your group, and looks ecstatic. He looks so excited to see you, and he kind of intercepts you and prevents you from getting to the bar, and he's just like, welcome, come sit with me. I will buy you wine. Come sit
I'm gonna
with me.
like kind of turn to Keelix and be like, okay, I still gonna hit on them. Like,
Remember what I look like.
Looks taken aback, looks at the bar, and then kind of process the I will buy you wine. Like, fine, if you make it worth my while, maybe I can sit with you and see like why you're being so rude.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to come off as I can't do accent.
You're good. You're good.
Nordic.
it sounds great.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. Please, come and join me. Come, sit. Please.
You're not being rude. He's just an asshole.
I'm just. We don't get outsiders very often. Just.
Sounds like you're an outsider. Sorry.
I'm just drinking hardly, my
Nordic.
friends.
Kim's up.
They've been drinking wine. Leave them alone.
All right, I follow the pretty boy to his table, and like skipping my step a little bit.
Dozer
Okay.
like hits Yor and Keelix on the back, just like a, well, all right, that sounds pretty nice. Let's go.
Got Matthew McConaughey here.
Boom. all right.
And like having been closer to the young man, you can see that he himself, like his hands are very like rough, and he's got some scars various places, and he's carrying some weapons himself. Nothing quite so fancy as yours, but
Yor, you got weapons now.
not yours. Not Keelix. Not Keelix.
I got a staff. It's good for whacking people.
No, this is
Okay.
Salaya's weapon.
So you
A quarter staff.
you look like pretty hearty people.
He called us pretty.
Well, we're what you call adventurers. Just
Like he looks excited, and like gives Keelix his attention completely. And it's just like having the attention of this very, very handsome man. However Keelix feels about that.
starts to sweat a little.
Like, oh, so you are adventurers.
Yep. Yeah, we are.
I'm
Well,
Scottish
not
now,
sure
guys. That's all I can do.
I like Scottish accents. so it's
Go, you
fine.
go.
I've been watching too much Outlander.
Like, yeah, we're adventurers. I don't know about that guy, the guy with the beard though. Like, we just met him. I don't know what his deal is. He has a horse he can't find. Maybe you can hook him up, send him on his way. I don't know. But yeah, we're adventurers. Yeah, we do really professional stuff. Just got done with like a job here. Some kids.
Yeah, their
saved
friend
some
just
kids.
died.
And
Yeah.
our
You
friend died.
You went to the death house.
How'd you know we went to the death house?
The
I
what
mean-
house?
Wait, there's
I
a
mean,
death house?
I'm assuming. Look, I'm assuming that people die a lot in there, and it's a house. The death house makes sense. Why is it called the death? Anyway, why do you mention the death? Why do you mention the death house?
it's well known around these parts. I mean, I've been here my whole life. Every time there's new people to Barovia, they find themselves pulled to the death house. And the few that survive, they always talk of children that ask them to go in.
Yeah.
But you made it out, and you only lost one. That's quite a feat.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
You
that-
all
that-
must
that
be
death
so
house.
strong.
Dozer mutters to himself under his breath, just Barrel Brow Brothers. Love in the house. Tarnation.
It's yeah, you could. We're pretty much heroes. I mean, we fixed the death house, totally defeated it. Yep.
You say people that come to Barovia?
Does Barovia sound familiar to you guys?
Oh, maybe the people at the dudes at the beginning when somebody insulted their cheese, they were mad about
They were Vistani.
Vistani. I think they did mention Barovia at some point, though.
I feel like they did too.
Probably not important anyway. Yeah, we're heroes. So I don't know
And
if
bounty
you have
hunter.
a mayor or anyone in charge around here.
I mean that. He seems kind of like. He seemed like he had an answer, and then he just. You can see his heart breaking. That
Get it out, soy boy.
would have been the Burgomaster, but
The booger what's now?
the Burgomaster.
Yeah, we did find a letter or something addressed to him at some point, right?
You found a letter.
Did we? I don't have my notebook from back then, guys.
We found a messenger guy dead on the side of the road.
Right, yes, and he had a letter.
Yeah.
What? Can I see the letter?
Yeah.
He takes it and looks at it, and it's just like, yeah. And he's like trying to hold back manly tears.
Are you good, my
Let
guy?
it out. Let it
This
out.
guy's problem.
What is going
Hey.
on?
Are you all right?
What are you
Like I'll
sad
like try to be like shoulder touch. Like are you okay? Like it's all right.
Judgment-free zone,
Take-
friend. Do
take-
what you got to do.
A sip of his wine, and the innkeeper has at this point given out some wine for you all, and
Go
just
ahead and pour myself wine first.
put a large picture on the table. And the young man is just like, this was written by my father. He passed away last night.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My father was the burgomaster. But if you were you coming to respond to the letter?
We kind of just kept going straight down the
We-
path, and we hit the death house. Apparently, that's kind of where we're at right now. But
yeah, we were actually. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
Go
good.
ahead.
You're good. You're good. I'm going to go back and read the letter because it's been a while.
We actually weren't anywhere near Barovia. We hadn't heard of Barovia until like maybe a night or two ago, and suddenly we were enveloped by fog in our homeland and ended up in these strange woods.
Oh, and we
Horse
met
ran away.
a lady named Eva. kind of. I mean, I dreamed about her. Maybe that.
You didn't know her name.
Oh.
Oh,
Just one
okay.
lady.
The people at the beginning mentioned a person named Eva.
Eva. He kind of like glances over to the three men that wear the clothes that are familiar, and he kind of like lowers his voice a little. He's like, that would be part of the Vistani.
Yeah, they mentioned that. That sounds familiar. They had good cheese.
Oh, yeah,
But
Vistani
their
cheese is
wine
the
was-
best.
Their
Why-
wine was terrible.
Mine was.
Really?
Why do you say that? Like, why did you like whisper their name? What? Like that was the Vistani. You know what? What was that reaction?
They. I'm
Do
not.
they kidnap people often? Because I think that's what happened.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah.
I was
Um,
hunted down. I wasn't kidnapped. My
I'm
horse
not-
ran away.
Ignore him.
Yes.
He's not. I don't even know why he's.
We met him like 5 minutes ago.
Well.
I'm not comfortable discussing these things with outsiders, but you look. You said you're heroes, and you look like worthy swords people and fighters.
Right, we are.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Where's your sword?
I'm sorry. Where's your heroism?
Don't apologize for who you are. It's okay.
All right, you can listen to Dozer now.
I don't have weapons on.
But I need your
Sorry,
help.
sorry.
Oh God, I knew it. This is why we stuck to the alleys.
If you read my father's letter, you know that the Dark Lord that rules these lands, he's recently taken an interest in my sister.
Oh, God.
Ew.
How old is how old is your sister? Is she hot?
Oh my God! Please ignore him and just.
Inappropriate, sir. Inappropriate. I apologize for my
She's
companion
12.
here.
She's of age, but he's been trying to take her. Every night, my father and we've boarded up the house and we tried to protect her. But now that he's gone, I need to take her somewhere else. I need your help.
Can you
If
give
you're
us?
willing to help me.
Can you give us a little bit? I think you underestimate how new we are to these parts. We're gonna need names.
I'm
Who's
very-
who's your leader person?
Well, right now, with my father gone, we don't really have a leader right now. Not in the village.
I mean,
but
like everything. Most places have a king or a congress or something.
our lord.
Yeah. Okay.
He kind of like glances around like really carefully and like leans in.
Dozer's very obvious about it.
His name is Strahd von Zerovich. And he like kind of like tries to like
Strahd, you say?
shh. You don't call him so familiarly. If you call him, his eyes will be upon you.
I think we've
Yikes.
made.
What is your name?
Yeah. What's your name, buddy?
Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Ismark. Ismark. Not Koliana. No, darn it. Alright, anyway. Ismark.
And your sister's name is.
Irina. Irina Koliana.
By any
It's a very nice
chance,
name. Both of you guys have cool names.
Oh, thank
Do
you.
you know Stenimir
Stenomir.
in these parts? Yes. He was the one who told us to come to Barovia.
Stenomir. Was he one of the other folk? The yeah. Ah, then your best bet would be to ask the barkeep. He himself is Vistani. And they know each other.
You keep saying it like that. What's wrong with them?
I just don't want them to look over here.
That's fair. But why? We could talk later. We could talk later.
Mm. You're muted. We have no idea what you're saying.
My bad.
Also, your camera's out.
Yeah, because she
Yeah.
keeps jumping in and out of OBS Ninja.
Yeah, my phone overheated. I'm sorry. We can just leave it until the break if you'd like, because I know it's disruptive.
You're good. You just gotta tell me if you're gonna jump in or out, and I can reset the link. Because it doesn't take that long. It's just like a...
Sort it out now. My phone is cool.
Got it.
So, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just trying to coerce him into saying more about the Vistani, because I don't like him either. I guess, how about we just keep the wine and the ale flowing for a little bit, since your dad, the burgermaster, I'm pretty sure he would have been in charge of, you know, rewarding us for taking care of your death house problem. So
There was no reward for the Death House.
there should have been. We lost someone. Someone died so that one of our friends, our heroes, she died to get rid of the haunting in your death house.
I just
Yeah,
hold
she's
up
in
my
their
bag.
bag right now.
Small.
And maybe
I'm-
a meal too.
A meal can be arranged. I'm so sorry for your loss. You've got the body in a bag.
Yeah, we're really torn up about it.
Do you know of
Is she torn
any
up?
place we can bury her?
I mean, the church. But you best be burning the body.
Why?
Otherwise, things
Lance
in these lands once they die, if the body's not burnt, it can be used for other things.
Ooh.
Barovia brothers.
I mean, the Lord has control over the dead here.
Let's say
Yeah.
amen.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe we should.
That Lord.
But
burn.
the church would be the best place.
Okay. I think the sooner we bury Vala, the better it would be.
It's true. We
Yeah.
also heard a lot of crying on the way here.
Yeah. One of the houses that'll probably be Mad Mary.
Why is she mad?
Well, why
Well,
is she happy?
I think recently, I don't know, like, just recently she started wailing. Her house is just across there, just across. But we tend to keep to ourselves here. Which is why it's been so hard finding people to help me with my sister.
And where do you live? I think we'd be interested in helping you, obviously. Regardless of reward, Keelix. This is what heroes do.
We'll talk about it later.
I'll show you when we step out of the inn, but if you go to the north, down this larger road, there's the church that'll lead you straight to the church. And if you go down this way, straight to the south, past the Whalen House with Mad Mary, that'll lead you to my home.
Before we start, making plans, and I like to talk to my constituents. about
That includes me
what
now.
we're gonna be doing here. So if you could just give us a moment to talk things over.
Of course. And he like stands up, takes his wine, leaves the pitcher and everything, and goes to the. But please, really consider. I desperately need your help.
Okay.
And he goes to stand by the bar to give you your space.
I'm turning to the group and be like, "What are we really gonna help someone else this time? Like we need to get out of here. We got kidnapped. We're not here for some sort of epic mission.
Yeah.
We've got like our paladin. Our paladin is in a bag right now. Like what we got this clown sticking around with us for some reason.
Well, I
Doesn't
mean,
even have a horse, just a saddle.
I'm not offended.
No offense,
it's
dude.
okay.
Okay, thanks.
None taken yet.
agree. We definitely need to get out of here, but we also don't have any clues about how to or any allies here. I think this guy, who's the son of the burgomaster, who I guess is a public official, probably be a good dude to have in our pocket or whatever.
Mhm.
That is true.
Seems
Well,
trustworthy.
once you
Where
actually
he
clear out your
said
pocket
that-
first of the body you already have.
Right.
but,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not hear the part where he said the new lord of this place can raise the dead?
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
But
But he doesn't
witches are
sound
kind
like
of
a
a dime
good
a dozen.
guy. You know what I mean?
I mean, you guys have fought like undead before, right?
Definitely. Yup.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All
Somehow
right.
I get
Dead,
the feeling
undead, the living, soon to not be living.
the pre-dead.
The pre.
Those don't actually. That is actually a myth, and believe it or not, conspiracy theory, if you will.
Oh boy.
But
Yeah, I agree with you.
I know you guys are the like let's help everyone sort of type. Vala especially, but she's not here. Just to remind you.
I believe she
But-
is right. Oh.
But how
the
about
dead
this?
are always with us.
Let's just get some rooms at this inn.
Mhm.
We'll bury Vala tonight, maybe. Let's bury her in the church. I
we
mean,
need-
she's
we
the
need-
paladin, right?
Yeah,
Right,
but
well, we're
we
gonna
need to
cremate her
fire.
first.
Yeah.
Let's.
Probably have
We
cremation
could
facilities
talk about
there.
it when we get there, but we do it at the church or whatever. We come back, we'll get a good night's sleep, and then in the morning maybe we'll contact him and say if yes or no. We'll sleep on it. How about that?
That sounds fine to me. I'm just saying we don't really have a lot of other options, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean, we were led to Barovia for a reason. I don't think it'd be right to leave just yet.
That reason is looking more and more like us being food for whomever. But agreed.
Okay.
Well, how about we'll talk about it in the morning, but as a idea I have personally, I think our goal is to get out of here, Barovia, or get back to where we belong. So why don't we talk to this Ismark guy and see if he can tell us if there's any way to leave Barovia, or if he knows a way or knows someone that can help us leave Barovia. And if that takes, I'm guessing that might take scratching his back and helping him do something.
My nails are.
But I don't know. You know.
Do tieflings have claws? That's could be kind of. All right. Yeah.
No, you have normal hands.
All right, but she keeps her nails long. She likes to do her nails. But
So
yeah. All right. So
bury Vala. We good?
we should bury Vala.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go to the
let's-
church and do the sacraments. I don't know what kind of god.
Sacrament.
Do you have the sound board thing? here?
No.
I'd somewhere, but I don't.
Should have had more foresight. This
My
group
bad.
kinda
Sorry.
needs it.
Yeah.
All right, so
I guess we'll call that pretty boy over. Ask him where the church is.
you are
And then...
so aggro about his attractiveness.
Shake my head. I like over clear sight. She's totally into him. You can tell. You see the way he touched his she touched his shoulder.
Sick.
Are we gonna have a problem?
What?
So glad Maeve.
What-
I'm so
what?
glad Maeve's not like that. Just kidding.
I'm just creepy.
Alright, so you call Ismark back over?
Yeah.
Alright. He comes
Hey,
over.
Bismarck. Yeah. So, where's the church? We gotta go bury our friend or take care of our friend.
Oh, the church, it's just north. Just go that way.
Okay.
I'll show you the road. If Would you like me to come with you? And then I can show you to my home.
Yeah, that would be much appreciated.
How nice of you.
Thank you.
Fine.
Legitimate.
Yeah,
Alright.
sounds good.
Just to spite them, I'm gonna try to be super cozy. Just.
Nice.
Then here, let me pay for the drinks. And he just leaves some coins. And you guys kind of just glance at them and you notice you don't recognize the mint on them. Like the image isn't a familiar one.
Hey, can I see one of those coins?
Sure. He hands you one.
Can I trade you for it? Like, I'll like rifle around and what is this? What do you call it?
It's just a copper piece.
It's copper? I'll pull out a copper piece and be like,
Yeah, so the images that you're familiar with from your hometowns, they usually have like a city-state image, not so much people, but like city-state, because it's for specific like areas and everything. But there's a common like minting. Whereas these coins, they have the side view. Profile. Thank you. Profile of a man with a strong nose, long hair, and it's just not a familiar image at all.
I will wait
Are there
until
any- Okay.
you gotta go.
Just, real quick, like, is there any like other like loose change on the tables that I could like try to sleight of hand before leaving?
Do a sleight of hand check.
We're gonna get killed.
29.
Holy shit.
Okay.
I think we know what class you are now.
It's like that. Like I try to like it looks like I'm moving cups, like putting them like into like center of the table to make it like easier for the like bartender. It's like I'm scooping up the coins like with my sleeves, just in one motion.
Oh.
Okay. You do this. No one seems to react. And you all like. Do you give your copper piece back to Ismark?
Yeah, I give mine to Ismark because I'm like,
Okay.
could trade. I just want to see. I just want to hold on. I
He's
don't
just
know if
kinda
it'd be
looking
worth.
at it like, where are you from?
It's written on this part here. Actually, I think I got this one while I was in Daggerford. It's not where I'm from, but it's where we were hanging for a little bit. So you can see it says Daggerford on the bottom.
Interesting.
I'm going to ask you more about this after we leave the tavern because I feel like that's not something I want to talk about in the tavern.
Okay. And you all get up and he starts to lead you out of the inn. Before he can even reach the door, a voice calls out, "Oi! Ismark! you're gonna be paying for your friends, you need to do it in full. You made a mistake in your counting. And you look back, and one of the 3 Vistani that had been sitting at the table had gotten up to collect the coins, and you didn't hear him move at all. Like, you heard nothing until the voice called out to you. And Ismark's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I had counted correctly."
How embarrassing.
It's all right. Everyone makes mistakes.
And he goes back over and he puts down a few more coins, and he's like feeling his purse, a little confused. And then kind of like glances at Keelix, and it's just like,
Were you gonna go or what?
sorry. And he walks out. So when you walk outside of the inn, he leads you up the northern pass, and you guys follow.
Yes.
Yeah. So he
Oops, sorry.
like has a big cloak that he put over to like kind of help protect against the rain, because it's still raining, it's still cold, and like that shock of cold air after leaving the very warm tavern is unpleasant. Okay.
Ooh,
But
brisk.
you walk for quite a bit, and then atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports. Is that right? Yeah. So now you can't see what it connects to, but there's a giant pillar of stone that is going up, and then leaning against it, there's a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil creatures for centuries on end, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire. But
Dozer like probably grab, not probably. Dozer like slides his hands across like the claw marks and stuff, and it's not too sure like what that's from, but like makes a mental note of it.
okay. I mean, if you want to do a nature check.
Okay, give it +4. That's an 18 +4.
Yeah. These are wolves. Like similar to wolf claw marks, but they're big.
Will it be like a dire wolf size or even bigger than that? Bounty hunting. Nice.
Yeah. Like there are smaller ones that look about the size of normal wolves, but there are ones that reach the top of the doors. All right. So you all approach the church, and Ismark kind of hesitates a moment before he knocks on the door, and he's like, Father Donovich, are you there? And the door, he opens it up, and looking into the church, you see a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. So the chapel area itself, super bright. The hallway leading there, not so much. 4 doors.
Nick takes a big breath.
It's a comforting smell to you. The smell of things rotting and going back to their natural state, and just like nature happening. It's very comforting. To you. To everyone else, the smell of rotting things. there are 4 doors down the halls. There's 2 on each side. And then you can see from where you are the chapel, what would be like pews and things. The chapel is just strewn with debris. And you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor.
Take
I
a
think you
step
got rats.
back.
Who do you guys worship at this church again?
The Morning Lord.
What is that?
The morning. What do you mean? What is that? It's the Morning Lord. And Ismark won't step foot into the church, but he's like, you need to talk to Father Donovich to use the graveyard.
Do
or the
I know who
pine.
the Morning Lord is?
Give me a religion check
Religion!
or history. Religion or history.
I'd like to do a history check. I'd like to do a religion.
I'm
If-
trained in religion, but not history.
Okay, so Yor, give me religion. Keelix, give me history.
Damn, Yor.
Okay, so you are very, very confident you have never heard of the Morning Lord. Like in all of your studies, in all of your like different theological, like the books you've read, you've never heard of the Morning Lord.
Okay, pretty sure the Morning Lord's not a thing. Never heard of
Might
And-
be a euphemism.
Helix, with your history check, you're also like you're fairly confident that you didn't forget because you're pretty prideful.
You don't know me.
You're pretty confident that you did not forget hearing a mention of a Morning Lord. But you're looking at a lot of the symbolism that you can see around the church and everything. You think maybe this might be another name for maybe Palor or Lathander. But it doesn't sound right. It doesn't like quite fit. Also, Sally's camera died again.
I see.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay. I'm just letting her know. But it's not quite right. And you know that at least in the Sword Coast and surrounding areas of Faerun, like the continent of Faerun at least, you can't think of any Morning Lord. Your best guess is that maybe it's something related to Lathander from a long time ago, but that's what you get with your 26.
This seems fake. Okay, well, this guy's a wuss. Someone's screaming in the basement. Like, what? What do you guys want to do? So someone has to go
Father
get
Donovan?
Donovich?
Donovich?
Oh God, Jesus Christ! I mean, oh Morning Lord.
All right. I don't know this guy. Do we get like what are the vibes we get from the church aside from the screaming? Like, is where we're going like a warmth, like a we're gonna like it there, or like a I don't know what this guy is.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh. Just sneeze and your eyes close.
Yeah, it looks like it's old but good. It looks nice.
I mean, it is a church, right? It can't be that bad.
Do they have stained
Is
glass
there-
windows?
Why?
Yeah, not that
My
you
mom
can-
is so concerned about the scream.
not that you can see.
I'm just gonna straight to ask that Ismark too is like, why is there screaming in the church?
You're asking Ismark?
Yeah,
You should ask Father Donovich.
I'm not gonna go in a place where there's screaming.
Would have been nice to have Vala right here. She'd go in.
I'm gonna go. I'll start walking. I'll start
Okay.
walking forward.
And
You-
I'll follow.
You walk in, and it's drafty. And there doesn't seem to be like a fire started anywhere. It just seems drafty and cold. But
Are there torches around? Like unlit?
there are unlit like braziers.
Careful.
Yeah. Around. But the coal seems to have pretty much just turned to ash. Like
Mm.
it's not been well kept. The only light source really is coming from the top of the church, the chapel.
Okay. Keep going. I can do just fine. I'm good.
I'll follow them in because I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
keep.
you
Is it just like me or Helix, Ismark, and Dozer at the entryway at this
Mhm.
point?
yeah, because Maeve
Alright.
went in, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Maeve is comfortable here. This is nice.
I would like Helix to be at least like in the hallway because it makes him feel better than Ismark to at least get that far.
Okay. So
and
go
Dozer
ahead.
takes note of like Maeve just breathing deep the mold and stuff, and it's like, well, okay then.
Okay. As you all go further in, the chapel is shambles. There's overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabra light every dusty corner, and in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower.
So it looks like the priest has soiled himself.
Soiled it.
Sorry.
Or excuse me, Miss. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, listening to the priest reciting the prayer, his voice is weak and very hoarse.
Excuse me, father.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Blood relation.
attempt to get attention.
He finishes off this round of prayers and like stands up, like clutching on to like a holy symbol, and just like turns to you, and his eyes are wide. There are dark circles under his eyes. He does not look like he has slept for days. But he stands up and just kind of yes. How can I help you? What are you doing here? Who are you?
A lot of questions.
A lot of answers. Let's do it.
Let's go. All right. Who are we? At this point, a traveling group of adventurers that somehow survived what should have killed us as soon as we got here. What are we doing here? One of us. Stop that! What is that?
That's my son. He's been cursed.
Do you want some water?
Yeah, some water would be great.
I'll pass over like a water skin.
He like drowns it, and like he's like shaking really hard, and you can see like his twitches are kind of like a way to like try and control some of his shaking. And like he drinks the water, but like some of it still like covers him, and it's just like he hands it back to you, and there's still like a wild look in his eyes.
I'm gonna leave it. Y'all got water skins, right? I could waterfall it from someone else. I'm just gonna like put it down and be like, just don't drink it all at once, because you'll throw up.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. We wanted to bury our friend because they died in the death house. Death house? Is that what it's called? I scream over.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. All right. That's weird. The death house.
You went into the death house, and
Yep.
it's like his voice completely changes.
Yes.
Why would you do that? Why would you go in there? Like,
these two adorably creepy little children asked us for help, and how could we refuse?
that place is cursed.
No
I mean,
shit.
at the time, we didn't know it was a death house. We're not from around here, so.
Yeah, we didn't know it was death house. We were just like, oh, this is a house. These kids need help. We're fine though. They're fine. We put their bones to rest. We killed a giant trash mimic. We're good.
I mean, all right. If you want to use we can have a funeral for your friend. But we have to wait until dawn. It's a little too late today. It's midday, but dawn is the best.
Okay. So should we come back?
You should
Our buddy over there is kind of like taking care of us for the moment. Buddy, I don't know. We just met him. He's like the nicest. Hasn't tried to kill us yet.
Is
I
Mark
appreciate that. Oh,
son of the Burgomeister?
We're name dropping over here.
Ismark, you haven't been coming to Sunday prayers.
Oh.
Shit. We outed him.
Ismark, come in, son. And Ismark's just like, I'm all right out here, Father. Thank you. Ismark, son, and he like starts to walk, and like there's a scent that almost competes with Maeve.
We're nose blind to Maeve, so this is just like, God, not again. Maeve, question. You smell that, yeah?
Smell? Smell what?
it's so adorable.
Nothing. Don't worry about it. You're good.
I'm so sorry, son. I'm so sorry.
What's happening? How is he?
To the Father who keeps us in the light of the day, and the Father that keeps us from the shadows at night, and the Father that keeps us in the dark. And he just starts he goes back to praying as if you never were there.
It's Mark. What do we do?
Maybe come back at dawn.
We're gonna come back. Father, we'll be back tomorrow morning.
The screaming thing okay?
Vala's body here?
Oh yeah, should we even deal with the dead body?
I'm starting to think it's safer in the bag.
Okay.
I mean, it takes a couple days for even in it's as long as it's not spicy hot in the bag. I think we're okay.
Bang on me.
We'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna break off some rations and leave them. Be like, don't forget to eat. Okay, bye.
Alright. So you all exit, and Ismark pulls the door closed behind you and securely shuts it and makes sure it's good and shut.
So what was that about?
Come to my house. It's safer to talk inside. You guys follow him?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright,
Yeah.
so he leads you back past the tavern,
We are booking.
and
Yeet.
you do pass what looks to be a shop of some sort, and Ismark kind of like spits on the ground in front of it.
Oh, you don't
But-
like that place.
He's a cheat and a thief. These people are helpless, and he takes advantage of them because they have nowhere else to go for supplies.
Dozer also spits on the ground and I hate cheats and thieves.
Oh,
They're
Ismark
bad.
kind of like nods at Dozer, like, yeah.
great characterization.
Yeah, it's still raining though. We should.
So you continue on. You do pass where the wailing sound is coming from, and Ismark kind of like does some kind of like a gesture to kind of like, you're not sure, he just does this weird gesture and continues on. And then finally, after probably an hour walking in the rain,
Oh my god.
Wow.
How
So-
far away do you live?
yeah, so about an hour walking in the rain, you
Fancy walking in the
see a weary-looking mansion that squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw marks have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Let me.
I think the inn was a better idea.
I was trying to wonder, like, why are we
Concern. Okay, can you send me the link to the video then?
Oh yeah. Dude.
All right.
Good job, team.
Yeah, you guys have actually made it into Barovia.
Yay! We're not in one house anymore.
We've
We're in all the buildings.
been to 3 different buildings so far today.
I was
That
gonna
is-
Awesome
say,
amount of progress.
Yeah, it's
Like-
300% progress.
that is a lot of progress.
Oh, this-
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take 20 minutes to eat and things, and then start back up 11:40, 11:50.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I can full screen this and then.
I'm watching the stream, just like, how you gonna do it?
Oh, it's gonna be. I guess I could swap out the burb.
Also, I can't see chat, and it makes me sad.
I'm sorry. You can. Yeah, I don't know if you can open the video manager or. Oh, you mean on Twitch itself?
Yeah,
I mean, I
Like,
don't
I
think
can
anything's
see-
happening.
it
So.
just says welcome to the chat room.
Oh, you probably left it or joined it too late, if that makes sense, for anything that like nothing happened.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my camera and sound so I can get food.
Yes, I'm gonna get food too. See ya.
Alright.
Oh god.
Same. See ya.
I'm gonna try to figure out how to play this. Should just be window capture. Okay.
Unfortunately, I have never messed with the streaming stuff.
Yeah, there it goes.
Hmm. Oh, like the resolution kind of thing, or? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I noticed that too. Like, it's sometimes kind of disorienting when I work and I have my laptop and then I move it to my larger screen. Like, what? Like, I can see so many more cells in my Excel sheet now. Yeah. Guess I should actually look at the stream, huh? Oh, it's playing. Looks fun. Six people watching right now. Who are they? 7. Dang, I didn't talk about my plans to storm Capitol Hill. Just kidding. That's not me.
Alright. Well, if I talk, will the... Well, that's a pain. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a way that I can see who's watching the stream? Oh,
Yeah.
I see it.
So another viewer is probably bot. Commander Root, no idea. Sea Scraff. Hi, Chris. Let's do this music. Also bot. Have this too. Aww.
Oh,
That's so cute.
tell me what to do.
Is he? Oh dang it, I forgot to hit my crackers.
I'm having cheese and crackers for lunch.
I heard my name. No, it's Dozer. Where?
Those are not from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
We really need a Ghostbuster in this campaign, though.
I mean, probably wouldn't hurt. You've only encountered one so far. Well, no, that's a lie. You've encountered 3 so far.
Those damn children.
So funny. Oh, I should actually read up on some of this.
Dunkin' Donuts in Gwangju. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Get any of that in Tomei?
I got Krispy Kreme.
Oh man. Krispy Kreme. Yeah, Korea seems like it'd be cool to visit.
Mm-hmm.
The food there is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah.
man, I love Korean food.
I heard the food there is good, and I heard the food in Thailand. Thailand is very good too.
I can't say anything about that. I had the flu while I was there, but the fruit is amazing.
I know that Thailand and Korea are really big into like street foods. They're like one of the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like almost entirely just ate street food in Thailand. But because I couldn't eat much without feeling sick, I just ate a bunch of fruit. And so for a week I lived off of fruit.
Oh,
Which
I was watching. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it was the best fruit of my life.
What's an example of one of the fruits you had? Is just something we could get in America too, or specific region-specific food too?
I had jackfruit a lot.
what's a
You liked it?
I did not try durian, but I did see it.
Does it actually taste good, you think? I know it smells bad, but
See, I don't know, and I'm not willing to find out.
yeah, it's like why risk it, you know?
I hate everything already, so
Yeah.
No need to add more to the list.
right.
I was watching a Netflix documentary on street food in Asia,
Mm-hmm.
and from what I recall, Thailand was one of the places where fast food, like foreign fast food, like McDonald's, especially like American fast food, they basically tried to go in and they died because it's just street food's so pervasive and so ingrained into their culture. Like no one would buy anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really cool.
Wow.
It's just like little shops outdid this like multi-billion-dollar company.
Man, and there's
Go ahead.
like the night markets are full of street food.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
That's
good.
so cool. I heard that in Korea there's like more like fried chicken restaurants or whatever than like McDonald's in all of the world or something, or like in all of the US.
When I was there, there was a chicken restaurant on like every street.
Yeah,
So
that just sounds like
good.
heaven.
Yeah, no, it was good. We actually had chicken and beer for New Year's. That was our New Year's dinner.
That's awesome. See, I gotta try that, cause like I was surprised just when I was in Japan that like I thought the fried chicken in Japan was better than the fried chicken in America, and I was like,
Mm.
you know, and honestly, it sounds like it's probably even better in Korea.
Oh yeah, Korea's is definitely better than Japan's.
Oh, shit.
What's better in Korea?
The fried chicken.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I just like, Japan already kind of blew my mind with fried chicken. I just gotta.
Term in Japanese, it's like karaage.
Yeah, good job.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah. You need to come visit me, and then we'll hop over to Korea and visit Surrey.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. One day.
Sorry, what's fried chicken in Korean? What's fried chicken in Korean?
They'd call it KFC, don't they? Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, I mean, chicken.
Yeah.
It's like Konglish. Yeah.
Oh, they just say like chicken. Like it's like what else would you mean besides fried chicken? Like, like I mean, if you just say I want some chicken, then I can be like, oh, you want some chicken panna cotta or whatever. Like,
It's usually takogi,
Yeah, tteokbokki is like chicken meat.
but like, yeah, just like general chicken.
Yeah. But fried chicken is just its own like Konglish chicken.
ah, okay. Got it. Well, that makes things easier. Yeah, I guess I should have figured that out sooner. All the fammy chickens I had.
Man, family chicken is so painful because like I love the taste and the flavor. It's so good, but I hate the grease. I can't
It is
eat
pretty
it because there's
greasy.
so much grease. Like you squeeze it and grease drips out. Like I can't do it.
Well,
Sounds like a good time.
I miss it. I miss
That's-
Family Mart.
I always walked to the one near my apartment. Like, I'd like walk over there at like midnight and get like a family chicken and a beer or something.
Oh yeah, I always walk to the one that's by my apartment.
I think the closest one to me was a 7-Eleven.
Those are pretty good too.
The closest one to me, Minami Sanriku, was Lawson.
Lawson's were always like more out in the Inaka from like that's how it felt to me anyway.
That's true. Like you're more likely to run into them by accident.
Like the further I got from like central Tomei or whatever, like the more common they were.
Quite a few in Nagoya, which is nice.
Well, they have a better beer selection, I think.
They have the best beef jerky and smoked cheese. Like I had Family Mart's smoked cheese, and it was just flavorless.
Mm.
Oh shit! Called out.
Yeah, but Lawson it used to have a better flavor. I haven't had it recently, so if they've changed it, not my fault. But
Yeah, I haven't. I was just talking to someone today. One of my friends were talking about traveling when things calm down for a possible. He's thinking he wants to go to Japan. And I don't know where I want to go. I thought I'd rather go with like a friend or family. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, you can join Sally and I. You'll come to Japan, visit me in Aichi, meet my dog, and then we'll all hop over to Korea and cram into Suri's tiny apartment.
Yeah, I mean, my apartment's not that tiny.
Oh yeah? I was just thinking of like Tina's, of like all of us trying to fit into Tina's.
Oh, no.
We all
like-
get one big
yeah.
sleeping roll. Cuddle up.
Yeah, I don't. If it were, I think if I were to go with my family though, they'd probably rather go somewhere in Europe. We'd probably end up going to like Spain or something.
I want to go to Europe.
Me too. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, if I go to Japan, would I go back up to Tomei, or like go somewhere new?
Right. 'Cause
See,
it's,
that's difficult. This is a difficult choice.
like you kind of want to. It's kind of you always want to go back, right? Because it's sort
Yeah.
of like crappy to think about how like when you leave someplace, it's your last time ever going to be there, you know.
Hmm.
But at the same time, like traveling is so expensive, and it's like, you know, how many times are you really going to be able to do it in your life?
Right.
Would you rather have a new experience, or you know?
It's like, oh, that lobster's still there. Huh.
Well,
You know,
Suri,
like-
when you visit Japan, you can come to Aichi, then you'll have somewhere new, and
Yeah.
you'll have Ashley and I.
True.
Yeah, because I think I'm like thinking back to Miyagi, like besides like, I don't know, seeing Lucy and Ryan. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You're leaving. I mean,
Like the
right?
people
Yeah.
who I met in Tomei aren't in Tomei anymore, you know?
Yeah. I definitely want to see, like Lucy and her family again, sometime. And everyone else I can meet too. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, the whole thing was just very endearing.
That reminds me like your final stay there. Remember, like Justin's like, hit him, boys, punch him, and they kept punching you.
Those little boys are violent.
It's like, okay, maybe I'll just meet Lucy and not the kids.
Dude, I remember Justin was like merciless to the point where it was like kind of concerning. I remember that last day he tickled Noah until he cried. Not like you know, where it was like you're tickling someone and then like at first it's funny and it's like, okay, you can stop, and you know, you like get mad but you can't stop laughing. This Noah was like past the edge. Like Justin tickled him for like 10 minutes. Like, I think that kid never wants to be touched in a tickled manner like again, you know.
Actually traumatized.
Yeah.
Are you ticklish? I will cut you, he says when he's 40.
Yeah.
In perfect English.
Yeah, that's what I learned it for. Yeah.
Well, when I was little, my dad tickled my sisters and I so much. So much. But now I'm not ticklish at all. And I'm pretty sure it's because of that.
Exposure therapy.
Yeah.
So it is. I haven't been tickled in a long time.
Is that a challenge?
No, I guess it did something.
On Tinder, you'd be like, can someone tickle me? Just like, it's been a while.
Pretty sure that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Thing. Like a kink.
Everything is a
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, if feet are, then the world's
Nothing-
basically your oyster. Yeah,
nothing
nothing's
is
off the
safe.
table.
Someone's gonna make another like part of the D&D character sheet where, you know, it says on the right side like ideals, personality traits, flaws, bonds. Another section under that just labeled kinks or whatever.
King.
Put down foreplay.
More and more.
You start knowing way too much about people,
Yeah.
both characters
Right.
and players.
Like, I know you want to do a self-insert, but this is, wow.
Yeah.
I'll try to fit in your
Check the
backstory and your
image.
kinks, but it's like D&D 6th edition or something.
D&D 69 edition. So.
Oh my god.
Someone made a funny ha.
Oh my gosh. Instead of roll 20, it's roll 69.
Get a 60.
And a 420 in there just to cover all our bases.
Nice.
That's somewhat, yeah, like knowing too much about people, right? Like that's the, I don't know, what was I gonna?
What, that's like the downfall of socializing in general?
No, like social media, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's like-
yeah.
Like before people were so connected, you really only knew people so well, right?
Yeah.
Is what I've been told. But now it's kind of like everybody's thoughts all the time. It's like, you know what? I didn't really want to know your opinion on that.
Yeah.
Now that I do, like, you know,
My opinion
That-
of you has now changed.
yeah, it's like
I had a real life example of that in Facebook. I had friended a like a cosplay photographer, and I thought, like he'd post cosplay stuff, not exclusively, because obviously that's not just who he is.
Mhm.
But his post started coming up as like he'd talk about his kinks, and then he started like tagging his dom, and he would be explicit in saying like, oh, I saw this movie yesterday with my dom, and it was really nice, and like, what? Why have I now been pulled into your sexual life, even as just a spectator?
Yeah.
Through Facebook. Like, I did not sign up for this. I signed up for like maybe knowing when your birthday is and seeing all the other professional photography you do.
Yeah.
We're hitting it at a light speed. You're getting all the information and more.
Yeah, I was like, now I know your dom's Facebook page. Like,
Did I follow them? Is that okay?
That's like the
Yeah.
only thing I'm like looking forward to in the apocalypse is when like the internet goes down and we don't have social media anymore. And you know, it's just like being on the frontier again.
Oh, Sally, I actually had a question to ask you. Jerry reminded me talking about the apocalypse.
oh yeah.
So in Revelations, what are the things that happen before the end of the world?
A lot of stuff. Do you want like everything or like specifics? Because I don't remember everything.
Well, I was just thinking, like, okay, the world was on fire,
Mhm.
then we had the plague,
Mhm.
and there's always like water shortages everywhere. It's getting really hot.
Mhm.
What's next? Like, what are we missing?
3 days of
One
darkness,
thing that comes
or-
to mind is the prediction of a star called Wormwood falling from the sky into the water and poisoning a third of Earth's water source, which, if Elon Musk keeps doing what he's doing, I can see that happening pretty fast.
What is he doing?
He's trying to get to space.
Oh,
I
He's-
just okay.
I was just saying, he plans to try to. I think the article said colonize, but I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt and give him benefit of doubt. Maybe just go to Mars, like a manned exploration to Mars or whatever, like sending someone out to Mars by like 2026.
Just plant a flag and come back. Or no, just
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
did it, folks.
probably. Yeah, I
all
mean,
you
we
need.
did it with the moon. Why not go further? But also like his whole design for the rockets is, or spaceships too, is to make it all reusable, so everything would fall off the rocket when it got into the atmosphere and then come back down and they'd retrieve it. So I don't know. And they
Makes
have to drop it in the ocean, just FYI.
Oh.
So you also still like the wars, rumor of wars, plagues, famines, diseases, 3 days of darkness. Whether that's literal or figurative. You got Mark of the Beast, can't buy and sell stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, without his mark.
The
Which-
7 trumpets, I think, horns or whatever.
Yeah, that was a whole sequence of events. Like each of the horns represented something or like an event to come.
Damn.
Yeah.
And
I just want to make a remark
Marvel as fuck.
about the whole Mark of the Beast thing. They said it'd be on his forehead and they'd be led by a false prophet. When you wear a hat, when the insignia is on your head, like it's on your forehead, right?
Oh my god!
But you can't buy or sell without it. You can still buy and sell with a red hat on.
So maybe you need to get
Wait,
vaccinated.
what is the buy and sell thing? Is it like it's just like
I think it's
society
back-
has decided that everyone follow the thing, or what? The mark of the
It
beast.
could be like
Well, it
digital
could-
money.
it could be digital money. Another thing, like, it could be like when during the Holocaust with like the Jewish stars, the Star of David, to kind of
Oh.
mark people. It
Yeah.
could be
No,
something
but
like that too.
I kind of meant like why in that story of Revelations, why did it say why people can't buy and sell without the mark of the beast?
Oh, sure. It's interesting.
If it was just like only people that have the mark that like, become large enough to control the economy or something. I don't know.
I've
Uh,
seen one person, no, sorry, two people on Facebook before I deleted it, like saying how the like have it like requiring a vaccine card before that you can like travel. It's just like the first step.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
just for everyone's safety.
I don't think they specified. Seems like the first is kind of say that like you're not going to be able to buy
Super.
or sell, and then it goes on to describe the mark of the beast, and it's like 666.
Oh, not being able to buy or sell. That just kind of sounds like the collapse of
The economy.
the
Society, yeah.
economy. Like money is not a thing anymore. But speaking of Elon Musk, I just saw a really funny stand-up bit. Oh, yesterday, I think.
Okay, we have
And
2 minutes, so super
I-
fast, Jerry.
Okay, and it was funny because it vocalized kind of what I thought about Elon Musk when I first heard about him. She was just like saying like, this guy Elon Musk is just going up to space on a Tuesday and no one's suspicious about that. I'm like, it's fucking crazy. And like,
Also,
it's just really angry. It's just when he's like, if I were, even if I could go up to space, that's NASA's thing, right? It's not anybody can just go up there. And like, even if I could, I'd call NASA first. I'd be like, what do you mean you're going up to space on a Tuesday? Space Day is Saturday. Like you can't go up there in the middle of the week. Like, it was really. My delivery was pretty bad, but I thought it was really funny because I was like,
The
yes,
content's good.
it's,
on Tuesday.
it's exactly how I feel about Elon Musk.
No one's suspicious.
Yeah, who knows what he's doing up there? I still like the theory. You're like he launched the car into space or whatever with the astronaut
Mhm.
in it. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
People were like commenting. It's like, dude, that's totally a dead body. Like he killed someone and put it in that spacesuit to dispose of the body.
Also, side note, just found out Taka got corona.
Oh.
Oh,
Shoot.
no.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. Living in Tokyo, guys. Moving on.
That's right. It's bad in Tokyo, isn't it?
It's bad. We're gonna start
We just had. Oh, sorry.
at the next break.
We're back on cam. All right, cool.
Okay. So you have approached the Burgermeister's mansion. It is a dilapidated place. But yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
Is he gonna invite us in?
Of course. But you guys are approaching. I was gonna give you guys the chance to do anything before you
Yeah, I'd like to
officially-
cut and run, please.
Okay, goodbye.
No, wait, I don't have anywhere to go.
Checking out the down here. Do the claw marks look similar to the ones that were at the church, or like
They-
exactly the same? Or
Not exactly the same. There's definitely more here, but very similar.
Alright.
Yeah. And Dozer, give me a perception check.
that is a does a 12 succeed?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you can actually, looking around the grounds, you see that there are a lot of trampled weeds all around the mansion, as well as scores of wolf paw prints and human footprints. All right. So Ismark approaches the door and he knocks on it in a certain pattern, and you hear a bunch of like rustling and something like unhooking itself, like some kind of like maybe wood against wood kind of sound. And the door opens up and you see It's well furnished, but the fixtures show signs of great wear. There's noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. And you take like a step in and like you can see in the drawing room there is a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers, and there is a faint odor of decay.
Dozer looks over to Maeve
We're-
to see if she does anything.
Are we
we-
supposed to be
Oh.
inside the house? Like in the forge?
We just stepped in.
Just stepped in.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this again.
What?
Why is there a coffin in the middle of the room?
His father just passed away, dude.
Oh, right.
Parent much?
Sorry.
Ismark just kind of looks down, and then as you guys step in, you see the person that opened the door is a beautiful young woman. She has long auburn hair, and she carries herself in a way that makes you want to look at her. Like, she's very, like, strong-willed. You can tell, like, she has ambitions, and she is going to do what she wants to do. And, like,
Need to
even
roll perception check for that.
no, like, this is, it's immediately obvious. And there's just, she is just beautiful. And she, like, kind of looks at Ismark like, are these the people that are going to help us? Yes, maybe. They haven't agreed yet. I wanted to talk to them away from other ears. She kind of like nods and shuts the door behind you all and immediately starts boarding it up. And you see not one, but two different wooden like bars that go completely across the door. And you can see that the door frame itself has been reinforced with extra wood around it. And like the wooden boards on the windows, you can see where like some of the like something had been ripped away, and then they put the boards over it, and you wonder like maybe something was broken or knocked off, and then they had to replace it again. And they lead you. Go ahead.
I was like, do we see like any debris clutter of like the windows near that?
Yeah.
Like damage, like inside the house near the windows, or is it they clean that up already?
It
Like, is
there's,
it recent
like-
damage?
It looks like there's like little pieces of wood. You don't see any glass. Like the glass seems to have been cleaned up already. But you do see like a bucket and a broom. And you kind of get the idea that maybe she was cleaning when you entered. And they lead you into the kitchen area, kind of away from the drawing room and their father. And you can guess that this is Irina, his sister. And they lead you in, and she immediately goes about like getting glasses and gives you all some water and gestures for you all to kind of make yourselves comfortable around the kitchen. There is a fire going. The rest of the house, it's not drafty, but it's not warm. It's just kind of okay, but the kitchen is nice and toasty. You say anything, do anything, or shall I continue?
Oh, Ismark. Oh, why must you board up the door like that?
Kind of like glances at Irina and like kind of like tapping his little cup. Sets it down. So for the past 3 nights, we have been attacked every night, unending, from dusk to dawn, by wolves and ghouls and zombies. Because the devil Strahd, wants Irina. There's just we don't know why, but he wants her without fail and is willing to put in a lot of effort to get her. And Irina is just kind of like looking into her cup, like angry. Like she doesn't seem like a shy like she doesn't you can't get much, but she looks angry. And Ismark continues. It's like, our father, his heart couldn't take it, and last night he expired because it was just too much. Like, no sleep except for very little during the day, but we have to make repairs during the day to keep them out. He's already bitten her twice.
Bitten her.
Do you...
Strahd?
Yes. Do you know what a vampire is?
Take that as a yes.
Do we?
Do you?
I would
I mean,
think.
vampires are kind of like famous, right?
Yeah, they're like myths, like not common. If anyone wants to give me either I'll take Arcana, History, Religion, or Nature.
I'd like to roll history.
Okay.
None of those. Okay.
Sorry.
I've not bounty hunted.
Oh, nice.
Bounty vampire.
Okay.
Arcana.
Nice. Anyone else? There we go. Okay.
I guess I can add a religion check to the mix.
And did you say nature, Anisha?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a nature check.
So, Arcana, History, Religion, or Nature. Alright, so, Maeve, you don't know much. You've only heard legends. You don't know anything solid.
Mhm.
And it always seemed kind of like a fairy tale to you. And you know they're real, but you don't know anything other than that. However, Keelix and Salaya, maybe through the similar training you've received from your parents, you know that they are real. They're not a common threat. They're very rare. But vampires have the habit of controlling the dead around them, especially if they're magic wielding. And they live very long lives and are very dangerous. Keelix, having done like additional study in the matter for your own reasons, you also know that vampires are weak to daylight, weak to holy symbols and religious artifacts and things. And so you kind of know, like, oh, maybe also to divine energies. But the most important piece in this conversation, the most relevant, is that vampires will bite people 3 times, and then they can change them into vampire spawn.
Okay.
And
I know. Are we like sharing this conversation, like what everyone knows about
that's up to you guys.
vampires? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be sharing what I know.
Okay. Yeah, because those are sitting there just like, so vampires, big wolf or?
I'd like to stretch out my arm, purposely set next to Irina. Stretch out my hand and put my hand on her hand or arm, whichever. And tell her that I've read a lot into vampires.
Just hover handing.
Yeah. And I know that they're really powerful creatures, and this it's just something no one really wants to deal with, but you don't need to worry. Because the odds are so slim, it's probably not even it. I'm gonna
Do you
pat her
think
head
we are
one more time.
stupid?
What?
She, like,
No, I didn't say that.
takes her hand away. We know the devil Strahd is a vampire. We've lived under his curse our whole lives.
Saying it's very, very, very rare. Trust me, I've studied
Look
a
at
lot
my
about
neck!
this.
You're
And, like,
mansplaining vampires to her.
And she shows you these deep, deep wounds in her neck that you, from your books, you definitely recognize.
Wow, that's really convincing. This dude must also know a lot about vampire lore too.
Irina, you can stop him if
Maybe-
you want. Nobody would judge you.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe you should find someone who isn't so. This looks abusive.
She looks at
I'll
Ismark.
treat you right.
He's like, this is the group you found? You couldn't have found anyone that's actually going to believe us? We're not even... Who are these outsiders that they don't know of the devil? Like...
I mean,
Well, first of all, man, the devil's not real, so jot that down.
She throws her water on you.
All right. I'm gonna do the usual yank Helix by the collar and move him aggressively.
Irina storms out. Like, she leaves. And you can hear her slamming doors upstairs.
Wow, someone's moody.
Ismark had...
I'm such a piece of shit.
I don't know the lands you come from, but here it is common knowledge that Strahd he's a vampire. He has cursed our lands for over 300 years because something our ancestors did caused the Morning Lord to turn away from us and the Night Mother to look away. Whatever lands you come from that have been blessed to avoid such tragedies, I envy you. But I need your help to save my sister. If she's bitten one more time, she will be lost to me forever.
Well, to be honest, we kind of have our own problems. We don't belong here, and we don't want to stay here.
You can't leave Barovia while Strahd lives.
Dozer sits up.
You mean, like, what do you mean? There's no way out? How did we even get here?
There's no way out. You were brought by whatever force brought you in, but the only way out is through the death of the devil or the death of your own.
So how do we kill him?
How do we? Vala figured it out. We have to die.
If we die and get inside a bag of holding, someone else could carry us. Okay. Sorry. Back to scene.
There's... I would love to kill the devil, but you can't. Many have tried.
Are you saying you want
have
us to
tried.
kill the devil? What do you want us to do to keep your sister safe? In the
I
first
need
place?
to take her to Valaki. It's a town north of here that has somehow managed to gain safety from the devil. He does not haunt their step. We don't know how, but...
Can I Sorry, I'm not sure if you're done talking, but can I make an insight check to see if he's telling the truth about we can't leave?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, I want to assist on that one.
Okay.
You're gonna assist me?
So roll
Yeah.
twice with
We're
advantage.
both gonna squint at her and see if, or squint
Him?
at him. Him. Sorry. Tell me his pronouns.
What's the name of the town?
Barovia.
Wait,
No,
are
the
we
one that
both
he wants
gonna
us to-
roll, John,
Valaki.
Balaki.
or should I roll with advantage?
You roll with advantage because John is helping you. He's hard to read. Like his face
You
is worn and
squinted
he's
too hard.
tired.
Yeah, it's
But
like, what kind of maid are
I
you?
squint, everything just gets blurry.
He's like exhausted. Like, I'm gonna need that long rest.
Yeah.
Well, if we should get,
Oh, you have your. Never mind.
it's all you.
He has his magic.
You want me to make my mystical hole?
That's okay. I
Anyways,
think we're in a
moving on.
house now.
There's
But
no
Yeah,
room for
isn't
beds
it
or anything.
almost nightfall?
no, it's midday.
it's midday. It was too late.
Well,
It was like
yeah.
dawn. Like it was, the guy at the priest was like, "No, it's midday, but it's still too late." So,
Oh, midday. Mm-hmm.
but I was gonna.
So it's probably 1 because it took you guys an hour to get here.
Okay.
Well, it's raining out, and yeah, I'm kind of spent. I think we all are too after the escaping the death house.
Yeah, so you guys have been up for a long time.
Yeah,
We're
I think
definitely after a long rest.
We've
Yeah,
taken
it's
a
not
long
been-
rest though.
Not
Yeah.
since the
Right
last time
before the encounter.
Right.
you guys
Yeah, we
took
took a long
a
rest.
long rest after the bodies that the bed caught fire, that room. You guys took a long
Yeah.
rest then. And then you
Oh.
explored some of the dungeon.
Mhm.
And then you found the cult room, did all that, and
How-
then made your way back up out of the house. So you guys have probably been awake since 3 a.m. So you're getting tired. Like you could still push on, but
Oh, wait, so we rested and then we woke up at 3 a.m. and then
yeah.
Did the fight, and then we're here after.
I don't know how you want to play the rules, but I think technically can't we only benefit from a long rest once every 24 hours or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, well,
I have not heard that.
Yeah.
That's new.
well, I don't care if we ignore it. I was just thinking.
I
there's not
mean,
much
you
else we
guys
wanna-
could take so 8 hours is a long rest. It's only 1 right now. So you could wake up at 9 at night if you manage to stay asleep that long.
Well, what I was thinking is that we don't really have anything else to do today. I think, like, I don't even want to do anything. Like, I just want to take a day off, wait till night, sleep, get our long rest, go out in the morning and do our stuff.
Yeah,
Or-
especially if
Sorry, go ahead.
especially if we get attacked at night, shouldn't we be awake at night just in case anything happens
That makes sense.
Oh,
to the house?
At the same time, though, if they're just trying to get to the village north, how far away is the village north? What's up here?
It is a few days
Oh, okay.
travel.
we'd be
Which-
camping.
So it'd be like
Yeah.
trying
Going
to.
back to that. Oh,
Yeah, we
finish
haven't
up this,
said we'll do
and
it
then I wanted to get back to that conversation because I did have a question.
yet. Okay, so just for today, otherwise, the only other thing I'm thinking about. Who was the guys? Like, there's stuff we can do in town, right? Like, we could talk to the Mad Mary girl, woman, or whatever.
Mhm.
That sounds kind of interesting, but I don't really.
There's also the shop.
Yeah.
You did not talk to the tavern keeper or the Vistani that were there.
Yeah.
And that's all that and the church.
And-
And the
okay.
screaming.
Oh yeah, the screaming boy.
So,
Well, we have to go back to the church
screaming
at some point anyway, so
right.
Mhm.
So we can just. We're thinking we're at least
May
gonna
as well
spend the
go to
night here,
bed.
right? Because of Vala, and we have
Mhm.
to cremate her in the morning, and then we can go back to church and talk about that then.
and if
Or there's-
they're sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, it kind of feels like our night will be spent here, like fighting. Like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here.
Oh, you
So
think
you-
we're gonna fight tonight?
I mean,
you
that's
will help.
what I am saying that out of character as we discuss
Oh, okay.
somewhat meta concepts. Sorry, my character is very. I mean, like, I'm gonna stay back and help regardless of what you guys do, and I'll say that in characters. I'm gonna stay back and help. Like, I don't really care what you guys do, but this seems like the right thing to do.
Well,
But out of character,
think-
as we're discussing resting.
I'm thinking we need to stay here for the night because I don't think we're fit to travel. Like I'm not fit to travel.
Mhm.
I can't do anything. Like
From
I
hypochondria.
No, I mean like my magical essence has been drained. Like
So we're looking
all
at
I can do is
I'm out of spell slots.
I can only make the only thing left I can do is create my mystical hole.
So
Once
just to confirm, so we're gonna do the long rest, help during the night if things attack, and then what? Taking the long rest, leave in the morning, or like to. Or
That's what I think.
that's
Plan
what
of
I'm-
action.
I'm just what I was trying to get at is that if we do we since it's only 1 p.m. we still have there are things we can do in town before we long rest
Oh,
for
like
the night,
leave.
or we could I guess if we can benefit from a long rest by resting now and being prepared by then we'll be ready to fight in the night if we think we need to fight at night.
I would say I'm a little bit worried about if we go into town and we get into something that takes far longer than like 8 hours or so. Like if we kind of mismanage time and we get involved doing something else, that we leave this behind.
We won't.
Well, so I guess we have like 3 options. 2. Who wants to leave and go into town and do something before we rest? Putting it to a vote. No one?
Okay.
Alright, so I guess we should just stay here and start resting. And yeah. As far as taking your sister, addressing Ismark,
Mm.
to Valaki. Like I said, we can't take her now. When did you want to leave? Frankly, we have to find a way to leave. Do you know anyone that can help us leave?
Hold on.
Uh,
Even before that,
Okay.
you said we can't leave.
Period.
What is this place?
Barovia.
We can't leave Barovia because of this alleged vampire dude, right? So how are we gonna take you and your sister to Valaki?
Valaki is in Barovia, not the village Barovia. The land is Barovia.
Then what is this place called?
We're in
This is the
Barovia, city of Barovia. I don't know.
You ever been to like I don't know,
There's the comma.
Kansas City?
Oklahoma City,
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
I've never been there.
God, I don't know who named it, but they have problems, and that's very bad for their communication. Second of all, if this dude's after your sister, if we leave, he's gonna come after us, right?
But if we stay here, he'll just eventually tear down the house and get her anyway. Our only hope is to get her to Valaki, where they have some protection against him.
Has your sister considered some sort of like prenup where she doesn't get bitten a third time and she just kind of hangs out with this dude?
I mean, to
I'm
make a
just
deal
saying.
with the devil.
Okay, for the
I
last
believe
time,
what she
devil's
means
not
to-
actually real.
I'm gonna
Just step in for that one.
yeah.
Don't like interrupts like I guess what we're getting at is there anyone else that can help us on the journey? And like, how many people do you have? How long will it take? Like what's your
I
plan?
have
And how early are you, or how soon are you ready to leave?
I have 2 horses now. I can find more horses. But
Face.
Keep an eye out for a brown one.
It's Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Hello.
Valaki will take a few days to reach. Actually, we'll have to calculate that, so that might be retconned. But but it would. I only have my sister and I, but I can fight. I've been training my whole life, and she will do what she can. She will do what she can.
I should probably splash some water on the dude too.
I get.
I mean,
I will-
admittedly, it was a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Like, all
I'm-
in there.
She's
Courtney is
braver
like,
than you are.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, did she go into the death house and help?
Did she have to be
exercise
dragged
it?
into the death house to help some poor innocent children?
I don't think she. Well, she certainly didn't walk in there. You know. All this aside, one of the real questions is, what are you gonna do with your dad?
I hate to say that I want to hurt myself for agreeing, but you've mentioned that not great things happen to the dead here.
We
Oh, that's right. Yikes.
we will take him at dawn to, if you are willing to help, we will take him when you take your friend to be put to rest at the
Good.
church.
We have room in the bag.
At least put the coffin in there too. I guess what I kind of meant to get at is that we're not opposed to helping you and your sister with, the burial or the cremation and the getting to Valaki. It's just we have our own problems, and we're kind of wondering
If you could help us.
if you could help us.
Help us
The-
help.
The only way I've been told, the only people who can leave Barovia of their own volition are the Vistani, because they serve the devil.
Ah, that's why. Are they themselves also vampires?
No,
More
no,
about the Vistani. You didn't want to talk about them at the inn, but we're.
they are a necessary evil. They're the only way we can get wine and trade from the outside, from outside places.
Yes, because they can leave Barovia, right?
Yes.
They're the only ones that can leave Barovia.
So you can't get one of them to smuggle you guys out?
Them taking you with them doesn't mean you can leave. If you enter the fog, whether you're with the Vistani or not, if you enter the fog, you'll lose your way or you'll die out there.
Barrel brown.
I guess so. Okay. You can't help us directly leave Barovia, but is there anything, if we assist you bringing your sister to Valaki and helping you cremate your father, is there anything you can give us? to help us?
I can't give you much, but I can give you the horses that I get.
I still have the saddle.
Those are shoulder.
If you join us in Valaki,
I need a win right now.
they're more knowledgeable there. Maybe they'll know something that will be able to help you that I don't know here. I've lived in the village most of my life. I've only visited Valaki a few times when I was small.
That's true. I guess we could use information, and we could use somewhere like somewhat safe to rest, and maybe
We
have a sort of base of operations.
We have rooms that you can rest in
Okay.
tonight, but once the sun sets, they'll be upon us again.
And Strahd himself, will he show up tonight?
I'm not sure. He did not come last night or the night before.
So he had other people bite your sister.
No, he came to bite her, and then once we realized what was happening, we boarded up the house and tried to protect her.
Understand.
And then he sent his minions after us.
Alright, so let's spend the night here resting, right? And then in the morning, maybe we do the cremation, plural, grab whatever supplies we need. Hopefully our money's good here. I have some money.
Mhm.
And then head to Valaki, I guess.
Doesn't look at his pocket.
Ismark,
Yes.
do you know anyone with a monkey?
The monkey?
Yes.
No,
Let's say monkey.
I can't say that I do.
Okay.
Yeah, we had some.
Well, I guess before I head to our rooms, have you seen two bearded dwarven women? They go by
only-
the name Barrel Brother. Oh, sorry, Barrel Brow Brothers.
I've only heard of dwarves and stories.
Oh. It's
Like, your
vampires,
friend
too.
here, I've tried to be polite, but the horns, it's quite off-putting, and she has a tail. I'm very...
But they also have a winning personality for the last 30 minutes, hour. It doesn't help with the horns, but...
I mean, your friend she's very kind, and no offense, miss. I've never seen the like of you before.
If you ask, you probably like
Me?
try them out.
Which one? Which one?
with the
The
horns.
ones with the obvious horns asks. Me?
The
Oh.
one with the horns.
Oh, I get that
Human.
sometimes. Wait, do you
Yeah,
not?
she's one of the devil people you're talking about.
I'm going to
Doesn't
stab
ever
you.
love anything.
I'm gonna stab you with my family sword, and I'm going to send you home skewered. Anyway,
So, like we said, a really good person.
it's a long story. But you've never seen a tiefling before.
No.
Oh, well, I promise I'm nice, I think. I don't bite, usually. What
You're also
about...
notorious for lying.
Do we still believe him? Are we still taking him seriously here, or...
Give me a deception check, Keelix.
A deception
I
check.
feel like Salaya's ever lied to me. Maybe? I turned to her like, have you lied?
Is that even their name?
And you have disadvantage because
Oh.
Salaya...
Disadvantage, 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 get that out of here!
That's wrong, that's
Get that out of here!
You're not 20 of the game, and it's a disadvantage.
You deserve it.
I hope it's like a 4 or something.
If it's in that one, that would be perfect.
Do I need to do it again?
Yes, you
Yeah,
need to do
do
that
that.
again. Get that out of here.
I said it before
Okay.
you rolled.
I rolled first, but...
Oh, we'll take the... So, yeah, no. He's kind of just completely dismissed you at this point.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like he was trying to be polite before, but yeah, he's not. He doesn't care what you say now.
Mm.
Like I was saying, that's interesting. All of us are the rest of you human?
In Barovia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone else is human.
Everyone else is human.
Technically-
Oh.
You look
Sorry.
human.
Well, I look very human, but like
I'll double check everyone.
technically, I was human. Now I'm Asmir.
What? Nani?
That explains the glowing complexion.
Oh wait, can I Can I do a roll for that to see if I know what that is? Because I don't know, but
Yeah.
maybe Keelik.
Give me a history or society. Society's not a thing here.
Sorry.
Pathfinder 2.
All right, hold on. Let me figure out a good check for that. That would be, yeah, history would be okay.
History it is, because that's what I'm proficient in. Hell yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've definitely heard of ASMR, whatever they're called.
I say
ASMRs?
Asimar.
Okay, you've heard of ASMR. So ASMR are people that are descendant from angels, basically. It's a celestial bloodline, and they tend to have a very specific protect the weak kind of thing. But the fact that he says he became an ASMR, you've heard or you've read of legends and stories where if a deity has a deity of good or evil feels like someone has something they can do for them or to serve them, they have been known to basically turn them into ASMR. And it's kind of like a celestial boon. And so the fact that he says he was turned into, or he used to be human and is now ASMR, you can figure out that something happened between him and some deity or angel that caused celestial being that caused this change.
Lean
That's
over
like
to Maeve at this point and be like, "Hey, you keep an eye on this guy." I thought he was like a backwater sort of hillbilly dude, but I don't know. That might be a cover.
He was.
I'm gonna
shot
nod.
with
Water, water.
And I'm just gonna assume that
Lucas
Maeve
nods.
has retained everything and is acknowledging me.
He's like, I'm writing this down.
Hey, not human club. Nice.
But he has the appearance of a human.
But he just said he wasn't.
That's like mainly just like the eyes and the skin glow, I guess.
I mean,
Ish.
I don't. Ismark kind of looks at him. He's like, I've not heard of ASMR before, but the horned people. There are a few books where your picture has been in there, but I've just not seen any of you personally.
You want to touch him?
No, I couldn't.
It's all right. It's all good.
Tattoo, it's like,
Yeah, all right, it's fine. Everyone go for it. Keelix, get the fuck away. You're good.
He touches them and he's just like, oh, that's the texture. It's like a ram's horn.
Yeah,
Very interesting. And he kind of
basically.
gets really into it and gets really close
Alright.
without really thinking about it.
Okay,
and it's just
that's good.
oh,
That's good. Still got
Sorry,
nerves in there. You're good. You're good.
got nerves in there.
Got a fucking room.
Never even
So-
thought about that.
I scooched
Sorry,
closer to the pretty boy.
I'll lean over to Maeve again and be like, fucking typical, right? I just shake my head.
So yeah,
But-
well, yeah.
You would like rooms? You need a room?
Rooms would be at least a room, maybe two, so Keelix can have a closet, or you could just put him outside, like tie him on a leash or something. We don't really care at this point. But
My own room, all right. I know no one wants to room with me. Just can you give me my own room and we'll call it good?
I
don't mind
can-
rooming with you, Keelix.
oh, good.
I don't want to room with you. Like you're the last person I want to room with.
If
No offense taken.
Well, I think it's probably safer if we share some.
Alright, yeah, sorry, none taken.
so you can share. You can have my room, and I can sleep in my father's room. And ladies, if you are okay with it, I'd like to ask you to sleep in my sister's room, just as a little bit of extra protection for her.
And I mean, I could take like the couch.
Maeve
I
tries
can,
to like clean herself a little bit.
Couch.
I can doze anywhere.
Ah,
We have an extra couch, or well, we have a chair. It's okay in the study if that's what you would prefer.
Sounds perfect. I'm not in the rain.
All right.
Oh,
So
there's no windows in the room, right?
the windows are all boarded up.
Okay, that's great.
We left no
No glass
entry,
anywhere.
no way in.
Perfect. Okay. I'll be in the set.
Would you like something to eat before you rest?
sure.
Yeah,
Have
thanks
some
for
of
offering.
that
I would like some.
Vistani cheese.
Oh, we ate all the Vistani cheese. But we have some okay Barovian cheese. And here, let me get
Let's
you
try some of that.
some fruit. And he puts some like it's a little stale because I haven't been able to like get fresh bread for a while. But there's a little stale bread. He put some cheese out. He manages to like get a little bit of fruit and things. But there's no meat, unfortunately. But he does try to offer you guys as much as he can.
That's fine.
And he's like, please eat your fill. I'm going to discuss things with my sister.
Please apologize for us on behalf of that one.
What
Yeah.
I do?
And he
Oh,
goes
cute.
leaves you
Well.
in the kitchen and he goes upstairs to go eat. So you guys have a private moment right now.
So it looks like we're helping some random helpless people again, huh?
You know,
Well,
I don't know what you think being a hero is, but this is usually how it goes.
I mean, this is we get the horses, and honestly, where they're going is probably the same place we should be going. Because if it sounds like that's the only safe place to stay right now, you know what I mean?
In the end, if just going from village to village isn't going to do anything if we're not allowed to leave the country, right?
Well, it's not really like it doesn't have anything to do with our passport or anything. We have to figure out how we're gonna leave, you know.
But I mean, have we tried? Do we know for sure? Like, what if he's lying?
You can go walk out into the mist if you'd like.
I squinted at him really hard. Like he was lying. Yeah, you can try to leave, I guess. But from, I feel like if people could have left, they would have already left. You know, she's getting bit by a vampire. Like,
Yeah, and then okay, that leads me to another point. So they're in this huge mansion, right? We're getting attacked by a supposed vampire, and their solution is to board up the walls or board up the windows. Like a bunch of plywood's gonna keep a vampire from getting in here. Like there's bullshit in here somewhere.
Helix,
apparently it's worked.
with your check before, you do know vampires cannot come in unless invited.
What
I
if
didn't
they
hear.
want? What if they want to let him in? I'm just saying, I don't trust anyone in here. I don't think we have reason to trust them either. Like I don't know what happened, but after that whole visit with the Vistani, suddenly we're in this pocket dimension in a country that we can't leave, and then now we're forced to help people, and some of these people, like, we have to work with the people who actually kidnapped us. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Well, they didn't get. We're not working with the people that kidnapped us, though. I'm just saying, yeah, this really sucks, and it doesn't make sense. But at the same time, we're grasping at straws. You know, at Strahds, if you will.
God.
I approve.
My finger glows and I go like this.
we're at a loss. The only option we have is to go to this Valaki place, which sounds like it might be safe, and try to hopefully find somebody that knows about something we can do to get out.
Plus,
But we don't
there
even know
may
if
be
that's gonna work, you know.
Plus, there may be attractive women there, Keelix. So, hey, just because this one upsetted you and rejected you and threw water at your face, well,
Yeah, attractive
keep the
doesn't mean
hope
that they're
alive.
actually attractive, you know?
They
Women
could
are just gonna
have
be
a
women.
heartbeat.
So awful.
Alright, you know what? At this point, I actually don't have a solution to all of this. I'm just saying you guys are following it blindly. However, one thing that can't be disputed is that this place is probably cursed, metaphorically or literally, up to you. And I, for one, don't think we should bury Vala here. I don't think she'd want that.
Well, no,
So
we're
we
not
let
gonna
her-
bury her. We're gonna cremate
Yeah.
her.
We shouldn't lay her to rest her. Her spirit's gonna be trapped here. Who knows what's gonna happen to her
I
spirit,
think
you know?
it's trapped in the bag of holding. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
So-
I mean, if she's gonna be trapped anywhere, why not make it the
Okay,
bag of
so-
holding?
We don't cremate Vala tomorrow. Instead, we keep her body in that bag until we are able to escape Barovia somehow. Is that what you want to do?
I think that's what she would want.
Like I kill people for a living, but that sounds even like morbid even to me.
Yeah, that's.
Well, it's a good thing no one asked you.
That one did hurt. Words have consequences.
All right, here we go. All in favor of cremating Vala at the church tomorrow, raise your hand. Well,
my
either
hand's not
way.
raised.
Wow. That's the sounds like a you problem. Guess we're doing that tomorrow. But
Mark my words, it's not gonna turn out great.
nothing here has yet, so that won't be a surprise.
I lost my horse.
But this is the closest thing we've found to allies here, so we don't really have like, yeah, we'll find your horse, buddy. It's okay.
Allies. We've got this pretty boy who doesn't know what he's doing, and the girl is this one chick who throws water at people who are trying to help her.
I mean, I
Great
think she threw
allies.
water at you because you were being creepy, but you know.
Great allies.
You can't.
Yep.
I was being comforting.
No, you weren't.
I guess we'll just agree to disagree.
I don't know enough about that. Hey, you guys know where man-splanations come from?
Hmm.
They come from a well, actually.
Explain it to me.
That's good. That's a good one.
I like that.
Explain.
Well, actually,
So you
Battery
guys-
20%.
Battery 20%.
Oh, you guys heard that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, I don't know who that's coming from.
It's
but-
mine. I accidentally hit the button on the back.
So, you guys have probably been eating for 30 minutes or so. About how long would you take to eat your food?
I would say just a quick snack and then off to bed.
Okay.
At
So
the speed of sulking, probably like 5 minutes.
I had like one question for Maeve though.
Okay.
I guess so for Maeve, like, what kind of like death feeling do you get from like the area? Like, is it more like does it feel oppressive compared to like just death around where you've been, or?
This is a happy
Tell us the vibes.
Well, the church seemed very safe. But as we got to the Wailing Mary, the air smelled of despair. But here, I think we'll be okay here.
Right.
And what do you think of the cheese?
Vistani cheese trumps Barovia cheese.
Yeah.
I must ask the Vistani how they made it.
Before or after they try to kill us next time?
Doesn't matter. Cheese is cheese.
Ask nicely first, and then.
All right.
Make your cheese.
So, Ismark comes back down. and he kind of like checks in on you all, like, are you finished? Would you like to rest now? We don't have fresh water for you to bathe in, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
But if you'll follow me, and he leads you upstairs, and like this place, you think maybe 50, 60, maybe 100 years ago, it would have been beautiful. But it's old. It's an old house. And like while they've tried to keep it as okay and repaired as they can, it's an old house and there's only so much you can do. But he leads you upstairs, and he shows Dozer to the study, and it seems like this room feels, it has that like kind of like that cigar and old book smell, and it definitely feels like this belonged to an older man, and it has that old people smell.
He's gonna like move his chair as like he's looking at the window. He's move his chair as far back away from it as he can.
Okay, so there was a desk with a chair behind it facing the window, and then by the window there was an old armchair with like an ottoman. So you move the armchair and ottoman. Okay, so you move it to the opposite side over by where the desk and everything was.
Don't mind me.
And you take a moment to appreciate, like, there's a slight breeze coming through the boarded up windows, but they did really well trying to cover as much as they could. And it seems pretty solid. Then he leads Yor and Keelix to a room that's covered in animal like heads and things, like taxidermied animals, as if maybe Ismark did a lot of hunting. And he shows you in, and there's a large bed in the middle of the room, and it's got quite a few like furs and blankets on it, and it looks like it'll be warm. And he's like, sorry I don't have an extra bed, but if you don't want to share, you could always take some of the blankets onto the floor.
Oh, I'm calling the bed, so you do what you want to do, Yor.
Yeah.
Do your
I'll take some of the blankets and or the furs, and I'll just say, like, do you have a rope I could borrow? I'll ask Ismark.
I gave you a rope.
Oh, I gave it back. Do I?
I told you to hold on to it because you would need it more than I would.
Give me a rope.
Okay.
Not what I thought the rope was for.
I start tying it to the bedpost. I start casting a rope trick. Felix is gonna see some things tonight. I cast rope trick and go into my mystic hole. First, actually, I throw the furs and stuff up there from the ground.
You know that only lasts an hour, right?
It only lasts an hour?
Yeah.
But I don't do that.
Yeah. Like
You just tie the rope to the bed and everyone's concerned.
I didn't actually do that.
I was gonna do something, but...
Alright, well then
remember,
I don't do anything with the rope.
We discussed it before, like, it's perfect for a short rest.
That's right. Damn it. Of course that spell wouldn't be that good, I forgot about that. I put my rope away.
You take it out, they stare at you a little concerned, and then like,
it's like, you guys don't have a sleeping rope?
You bundle yourself up, you just feel that much warmer.
Yeah, I look at Yor, and then I look up at the antlers at a perfect height for hanging.
There's one way to leave this place.
I assume that there's gonna be a low, like, ground animal that's full body taxidermy, like
a bear rug
or something. No, just like the actual taxidermy animal.
Oh.
It's like a boar.
There's a large wolf on the floor.
I need something that's like perfect head height to use as a pillow. So that's what I'm gonna do.
A moose?
You could just leave Keelix without a pillow. And just take it from the bed
He
since
only
you
has
get the
one
floor.
pillow.
That's a good point. I guess yeah.
Okay. And then Ismark shows you to a room across the hall. Then he knocks lightly on the door, and there's a very quiet response. And he opens the door, and Irina is currently like checking again the wood on her windows. And she's actually thrown curtains and things over the windows in her room. And Ismark says, I'm sorry, I didn't ask any of your names.
Oh. We can give you a rundown. I'm Celaya.
I'm Maeve.
Okay.
The annoying one is Keelix.
I'm Dozer Jingleberry Dairy Tingle.
Okay.
Oh, are you guys still here?
Are you guys
Are we-
following?
I thought you
I
We're
guys.
just
Yeah.
right across the hall.
I thought everyone
was
like
sitting-
went to their rooms.
Yeah.
That's true.
Me
Are
and
they,
yours
just
still.
showing the room
I
first and
put
then-
in all the effort to roleplay making my bed. I'm staying.
the one in the furs with the questionable rope. That's your.
The one, me hanging out by the doorway.
Yeah, I'll pop out like outside like the door frame, like just barely down the hall.
That's-
Those are Jingleberry Dairy Tingle.
Definitely your name.
Honestly, he only gave us his first name when we met him, so that's useful. But yeah, there you go. That's the
Alright.
team. Dozer, you like
So-
cheese?
I mean, I am a man. Who doesn't like cheese?
All right, Maeve, he's cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Mavis is great.
Got a cheese stamp of approval. Thanks. I feel like the team now.
Well, I'll leave you here. We brought up the extra blankets and pillows that we could find. Sorry, you'll have to sleep on the floor. Did you notice Irina's bed is noticeably smaller than Ismark's? Like, it's still very nice, but it is smaller. But her
Fuck the
room
patriarchy
itself
in Barovia, too.
looks larger. And it does seem she has more furniture and things in her room, and her bed itself is just smaller. So it almost looks like she chose to have a smaller bed so she could have a larger dresser.
That makes sense. I respect that.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. So Ismark kind of like bids you goodnight, and he retires to the room that is directly next to it. Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
We chat with Arena.
Okay.
So- I was just gonna say, so sweet digs.
Thank you. My father, he always took great care to make sure he could give us what we wanted, as best he could. Yes, a lot of this belonged to his wife before, but she passed away a long time ago.
When you say his wife, do you mean your mom?
No, actually. See, they actually found me. Ismark isn't my blood brother. And my father wasn't my blood father. But, he raised me. And I refuse to call any other man my father. and Ismark is a truer brother than many I've seen that are related by blood. They found me when I was very, very young. And she's just kind of like clinging onto the wood right now, like she's dealing with stuff. And she's just like, I don't remember anything before. I don't know how I came to be in the woods. I don't know how I survived until they did find me. But yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry I asked.
It's old wounds. It's just with the recent passing of my father, it's hard to think about him not being here anymore. He was a good man. We all know that fighting the devil and what the devil wants is difficult, but my father, he died to protect me. He died to keep me safe. I mean, who could ask for a better dad? Who could ask for someone that was willing to give everything? I'm sorry.
No,
please
you
excuse
could.
me.
It's very understandable. Do you want like a hug or something, or?
No, I'm sorry. Here. And she like starts to unroll like some of the blankets and stuff, and her bed is covered in pillows, and she gives you both like very fluffy pillows, and like it's not comfortable on the floor because they don't have mattresses or anything, but she does the best she can.
Maeve just tosses a pillow aside. She sleeps on the ground.
I'll take the extra pillow. Yeah, my bed back home, I am also team have many pillows on the bed. It's fluffy.
You need one to hold, you need one at your back, you need one under your head.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You understand.
I understand.
I have a little bit of water if you would like to wash up. It smells like you've been on the road for quite a few days. I mean,
I look over at Maeve like.
Thanks. I'm good.
I mean, are you sure?
This is just this is something you're gonna have to get used to.
I just awkwardly like smell myself, and on second thought, maybe I shall wash my face, but only my face.
She like leads you over to like a little water basin, and like there are like flowers within the water, and it's actually like lilies.
Pathetic.
There are lilies within the water to kind of protect from death.
Oh.
I kind of like I try to wave over it. Maybe I'd be like.
Is this gonna be a problem?
Maybe just like dips her finger in the water, like swirls it around a little bit, and then just taps the water, but doesn't fully wash her face, just gets wet.
Irina doesn't say anything, just okay.
At this time, I'd like to knock on the girls' room.
Don't open the door. I know exactly what it is. Don't open the door.
Irina kind of looks at you and opens the door just a little bit, like, oh.
Hey.
There's something you need? She doesn't even like try to smile or anything. She just kind of like.
Yeah, no need to look like that. I don't even want to talk to you right now. I want to talk to Maeve for a second. Can you
and
see
Maeve's
if
just
she...
like, me?
Okay. Sorry. Do you want to come in? I guess.
Oh, you are
No,
way nicer than I am.
I actually want. Hey Maeve, do you mind if we talk for a second, just out here?
Sure.
Cool,
Okay.
cool.
So Maeve, you follow Keelix into the hall. They close the
definitely-
door after you.
Yes,
All right.
Felix?
So how do we start? You're a female, right?
Huh?
You're female, right? Like you're a
Yes.
girl, you know girl things.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Maeve, while Keelix is talking to you, you feel Keelix not very sneakily try to reach for the bag of holding and try and like take it from you.
Nice.
I smack his hand. Be like, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I was curious as to whether or not you're a female. That was probably not the right way to check, though.
I'm like, what do you want, Keelix?
Ooh, you got Maeve mad.
Well, okay. I just wanted
Just
to
spit it
know,
out.
from your opinion,
Mhm.
all right, I'm doing it. Do you think I was out of line with Irene?
Yes, you were. I think you
Okay.
should go apologize, but not today. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Do you think it'd
Yes.
matter?
What?
Do you think it would
Well, she-
matter if it was today or tomorrow? Like, I mean, do you think she'd even accept the apology? Is it even worth trying?
I think it'll be worth trying tomorrow.
Okay.
So what if, like, how should I do it? Should I grab her hand like this?
No.
Keelix- Keelix reaches for the bag again, and this time you are ready for it. And it's what do you do? Like Keelix goes for the bag again.
I roll for initiative. No, just kidding. Forgetting for a moment that I have precious things in my bag, I smack Keelix with the bag. And I was like, oops, sorry, Vala, forgot you were in there.
We're gonna forget.
And then I was like, Keelix, nice talking to you. I'm gonna go wash my face now.
No, wait, I know you don't wash your face. Go back, hold on.
Okay, so you go back into the room.
Yes.
Wait, one more question. I'm talking through the door at this
Yeah.
point.
Do we hear him? We hear him now.
Do you think they're banging? Oh wait, she's in there. Yeah, never mind. We'll talk later.
How did you piss Maeve off?
We'll talk later.
Try to reach into my
What is, like,
bag.
Curse of Strahd, the reality TV show. You're like Big Brother
That we were
edition.
afraid.
Oh, okay. Well,
Dozer like slowly closes the door. He's like, I ain't part of this.
I'm just gonna go back into the room. Gonna sulk on the bed. Now I have to figure out how, like, now I've got like 2 people mad at me. One of them I'm actually kind of scared of.
Hugo doesn't like me no.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Of Liam? So, to copy the spells down from the spell book, do I have to go out and buy the materials I need?
You have
do
to
that?
have parchment and ink.
Okay, I can't just spend the money and say that I have it. Okay.
Because that would be
Well,
very, very meta.
Yeah,
And that's no fun.
I can't do that tonight then.
You couldn't do it tonight anyway. It can't be done during a long rest. It has to be during downtime.
Oh, this isn't downtime. Right.
Because, like, if you're copying down spells, you're not resting.
Got it.
Alright, so you all settle in. Not Keelix, you're very comfortable. That bed is nice.
Yeah, I bet.
The rest of you,
But emotionally, not so comfortable.
not super comfortable, but it's very they tried. Like they definitely tried. And you are warm at least, and you're not in the rain. And you were able to take off like your wet armor and everything, so you were able to change into some dry clothes. And so that's nice. And you manage to sleep not great, but you rest well enough, and you awaken to darkness because the candles they had lit have burned out at this point.
Right, I gotta find.
You wake up to a howl, and then another, and then another. And that's where we'll stop for today.
Ah.
Yay.
So you are all fully rested.
Awesome.
Okay.
Click the button.
We're taking a long rest,
Yes.
so I can reset my spells
Yep.
and choose and swap out spells. Okay.
Yeah, but that's where we'll stop because it's 1, and the next part is going to take a decent amount of time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, and then I'm going to roll right now, so I don't forget my portent.
Oh,
stuff.
yes.
So I get to roll 2d20 and save them.
Mhm.
I don't really use the dice roller on this game a lot. Oh wait, can I just click on this thing? No, it's just roll 1d20, right?
It's /R space D20.
I haven't
Ooh.
rolled anything cool.
Oh.
Oh yeah, baby. I'll use that on someone else.
I mean, that's good. You can use it for other people.
Alright.
All right. So, goodbye, stream. We
Bye,
will
stream.
be here next
Bye,
time.
See you next time. Thank you for coming by. Let me see if I could shout out specific people who may or may not have been watching in the
wow.
chat, users in chat. All right. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, the rest of us, I'm assuming. Because I see Anisha, I see Jerry, I see me. Silly Gnome 225, is that any of us?
No.
Ah.
Thanks, silly gnome.
Thank you. All right. Cool. Bye, stream.